Solid. Okay. Now let me open up this other shit. I'm already in a new mission. Yeah, the Vyvanse is fucking dope. It's a good med. I feel like, people on Twitter, sometimes they say, like, good bot, when the bot says something that's cool. I feel like that about Vyvanse. I'm like, good med. Good med, Vyvanse. You've done it again. And that's how I feel about it. Turning off the restream feed. Putting this here behind the text. And then hitting play on this beat. But I don't have audio? Oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck you. Hang on a second. Let me set this down. I know that there's audio here. I probably have to go into the settings on this because the last time I had it open, it had the preferences open and I had to select the audio driver and it was wrong. That's what it was. Turning those bass hits down a little bit, they're pretty aggressive. That's better. Here's what I'm going to do is I'm respawning, I'm going to make mixing decisions. But right now I'm I'm in the fucking Ascendant Plane and I'm listening to the opposite of the Ascendant Plane theme song. If you'd like to see what I'm doing, it's over on YouTube at Third Person. Or if you're already on the Patreon, you can hop over there. And it's a public stream on Patreon through YouTube. So you can watch me fall to my death. You can chat with me on YouTube. You can chat with me here too, I don't give a shit. It's all good. Anywho, welcome to thiiirdsday evening. As I attempt to sort of put a stream together. Even though I don't really... What did Leigh Nash sing in that Sixpence None the Richer song? This is the last song that I write till you tell me otherwise. And it's because I just don't feel it. But it's like a really sad song. Like she's like, I don't feel it anymore. But I'm like, I just don't feel it right now. But somebody said in a comment on a video that I was making about, like, let's try to help people who are under addiction and not necessarily, like, treat them like a perpetrator on other people, but treat them like a victim of societal forces, because that might actually solve the problem. Like, people are definitely not going to stop smoking heroin on a train if you yell at them. Like, at that point, that person's pretty impervious to yelling. Like, they've burnt out a lot of the pleasure and reward centers and response centers in their brain at that point. So you gotta get a little more drastic than just trying to, like, shame them as a stranger or call the cops on them. This was pretty cool. I'm gonna make a new one. I feel like making something new. I'm in the middle of playing right now, so I'm gonna think about it, and I might sing through some things, and then the next time I die for like 10 seconds, I'll try to play it in really quick. Jeez, we're getting cooked. I'm getting absolutely cooked apart by these folks. By these fools over here, these fools, oh my god. These freaking Taken, I swear to God, you guys. They are not, look, these guys, some of these Takens, they want to mess around. These Takens are not messing. Oh, buddy. Oh, wow. Oh, but I got you stranded there, don't I, there? My bear claws. Forgot I had a glaive on me. I keep that motherfucking glaive on me. And I'm midi. We're doing the one in the orbital prison in the EDZ where you have to pop all of the things. Yeah, you know, we're taking care of the Taken. That's why they call them Taken, because you got to be taking care of them. You know, they show up, they're made of shadows, their eyes are made of light. And you wonder who raised them, but you don't want to say anything about it, you know. Everyone's got their own life there. But yeah, one thing I was thinking about is somebody was like, these, you know, some people who are suffering from addiction, you just can't help them because it's down to somebody wanting the help for themselves, and some people just aren't there yet, and no matter what you try to do to step in on their behalf and help them out, they're going to bristle, they're going to push back, they're going to act like they're there for it, and then they're going to avoid or whatever. And I kind of feel like that's very true, but I also kind of feel like I don't know that you need to want to be helped in order to get the help. I think that sometimes all you have to do is ask for the help, and then while you're in the middle of getting the help, the wanting comes later. In my own experience, right? Content warning on a live. I made an attempt on my own life 10 years ago, and I did not feel like the help when they asked, hey, are you ready to try to dig into this and try to get better and stuff? And I was like, fine. Because my whole family's there, and like, what are you going to say? I think that's how a lot of interventions go. I think that people do an intervention, and then they've seen the show Intervention, so they expect that the person is going to step into willingness from an intervention. But I think a lot of times the best outcome you can hope for from an intervention is a willful acceptance. Somebody going, fine, I'll fucking do this. I'll show you it wasn't going to work on me, though. I'll take this just to prove to you that I'm a piece of shit that deserves to not be here. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like people, if you're in addiction, right? If you're sick and you need your medicine and your medicine is fucking heroin today, you should have a safe use zone to take it. Because if you're not going to be in community with the community that wants you there, that loves you or whatever, or if you don't actually have, there's a lot of people that are in proximity with people and they're not in community with people at all. But maybe you can at least be in proximity with other users. And like you can have maybe an attempt at community with other people who are addicted. And maybe you're sitting there commiserating together and you're like, look, they don't get us, right? They don't understand this is the only joy we have for XYZ reason. And then maybe you fuck up, you're trying to be there solo with other people. You're trying to be lonely with others because that's what addiction is when you're in a group, right? But then you fuck up, you actually connect to somebody on accident. And then maybe the person's like, hey, there's another meeting if you want to like be in community with other people who are addicted but maybe not using at the time. If you don't want to use for an hour and like talk to people then. You don't have to be clean, but you just have to like want to think about it. Isn't that nice? And then maybe you like, look, you can trick yourself into getting better. Like the part of you that actually does want to live and want to survive, which I think is alive in a lot of people, a lot more truly than they sometimes want to admit to themselves when they feel really shitty. And once again, I'm speaking from personal experience. But that part, I don't know, you got to trick it out of people sometimes. Because they're not going to like go, hey, my whole shit, hey, what's up, Forrest, baby, nice to see you. They're not going to necessarily be like, yeah, we're talking about addiction tonight, by the way. They're not going to necessarily be like gung-ho about, oh yeah, let me go away. Let me incur what's going to probably be a huge bill for rehab, right? Like a lot of people are addicted because they feel like I don't have a handle on my life. I don't know where the money's coming from. I don't know where the food is coming from. But I know where 15 minutes of happy is coming from, and then I get to go to sleep. And that's a really bleak place to be. And I don't think it's the best thing to deal with it because it's like you're just creating more money and stuff. But also, if you get fucked up off painkillers that your doctor prescribed you because he was accidentally being a Sackler family robot for 10 years, and you got put on some Oxy type shit, and then you can't get Oxy anymore because they changed the rules about Oxy, and you hear that there's some shit that they're cutting with H or whatever, and like maybe that gets you kind of where you need to be for your pain relief scenario. There's just so many ways that somebody like falls over. Oh, YouTube, TikTok, or Twitch. I'm only on YouTube right now. I still haven't figured out how to simulcast. I think that if I use Streamlabs, I could probably do a simulcast, but I haven't leaned super deep into Streamlabs yet. I got the software on the computer. I'm a baby at all this. I'm just on YouTube right now. TikTok's right in front of me, but I'm looking at the YouTube chat more frequently. YouTube's chat probably the way to go. Also, if you don't know, you can join my Patreon for as low as $1 a month just to kind of dip your toe and see what's up there. But everything that I've put up on my Bandcamp ever is also on my Patreon. A lot of the stuff from the last 6-7 months is tagged download specifically because I'm trying to be better with my tag discipline, and I have to go and add tags to other stuff that has download on it. But yeah, for as low as $3 a month, my whole backlog is up there, and it always will be, because I understand that the proposition of having a regular monthly payment feels like, ooh, that might be a $38 monthly payment for me if I fuck up on that, bro. If my budget doesn't work together the way I want it to, I don't want to catch an overdraft. I get that all the time, Appreciate that, Sully. I might take you up on that this week. Because I think if I could simulcast to YouTube and Twitch, it would simplify my life in a lot of key ways. Not a lot of key ways. It would just take a little bit of annoyance out of my life. All I'd have to think about before a stream is like my old ass audio interface. It's an oldie but a goodie. I got an MBox Pro when I was at college because I was taking some music classes, so it was technically an educational expense. My parents had set aside for money for schooling, and I hadn't used any of it the first time I went to college because I had a full ride scholarship that I fucked up because I had ADHD, but they didn't know it because they didn't really want to know it. And I didn't realize at the time, but I was like punishing them for not ever respecting my need for a diagnosis as a kid. I thought I was punishing them for getting divorced, but it turned out to be incoherent. And now I realize in my 30s what the coherence was. Anyways, there was loot unspent that I was able to spend at college to get a really nice state-of-the-art set of studio things that would allow me and potentially a full band to sit in the house and like record a thing together. This was like pre-COVID, so now I have way too many inputs for what I actually use. But I do have a dedicated input for things like the pocket operator devices. I have a dedicated input for a guitar. I have 2 mic inputs, and I do use both mics depending on the feel that I want on a mix. So I've got good tools, but the interface is also 10 years old. It doesn't fully work with every Windows driver all of the time. So I just had a blue screen of death 10 minutes ago because I left things on for too long and didn't turn them off and on again, or didn't quit out of the sound managing software that I use, the reference ID or whatever fuck from SoundWorks. And I'm always, if I get out of my studio flow and I let more than 48 hours go by before power cycling things, then it power cycles it for me. It reminds me a lot of like if you have chronic pain and you don't manage it or like take breaks, then eventually like your body says, oh, guess what? You're taking a break actually. Like I decide now, says the body, and then it's gone. So I feel like a slight tiny twinge of camaraderie, although not any near the pain experience that my partner goes through with EDS every time my computer acts the way that it acts sometimes. I apologize if you just lost me on the TikTok. I got the reminder, oh, you've been on for 30 minutes or 90 or whatever it was. Consider taking a break. Yeah, fuck you, I have ADHD. I took a break today, and now I'm off break. And I will continue to be off break until I go to sleep. It did feel like a break today. It was very funny to have somebody in my mentions talking about how I couldn't use the words fake leftist because I was doing my leftism wrong, and that people were not going to be leftists because I was talking to them wrong. And then, after they continued to be mad at me, multiple comments through multiple video replies and stuff, they were back in the original thread revealing that they were raised in a right-wing household and indoctrinated into the right wing, and they had recently in their life like been a leftist, like born again. And that's, I feel like instantly I understood, like, oh, that's why I'm getting the vibe from this person of like, if you talk to me wrong, you might threaten my leftism, which to me is like a huge tell that somebody is not actually serious about doing the work, like, which is difficult work. I don't ever mention something on TikTok that I think that people need to do that I don't personally think I need to get better at, because who would I be? Who would I be to mention something that I had already figured out? Like, let's talk about the things that we aspire to do. Like, I'm not a progressive that I'm like, I think the government should do these things. I'm a leftist, like, I think we should have these things. And I think that part of why we don't is because I'm not showing up to do all of the work that I could be doing. And I'm not saying that because self-blame is the solution to every problem, but if you don't figure out where the part of the problem lives right here, there's literally nothing you can do. And then every time you talk about a problem, it's like, yep, there's that thing again that nobody can do anything about. And then just like in the movie Sorry to Bother You, the Union Salter says, if all you can do is talk about the problem and not offer solutions, you're just teaching people to get used to the problem. And that's worse than useless. You know what I mean? Because it's like, that guy one time is like, I don't think that you should have said fake leftist. And then within like 3 comments, he was like, you're fake, bro. Like, you're not a real leftist for being like this. And it's like, what are we doing? Like, you're literally doing the thing that I'm doing, which is like, you're speaking to me in love and saying like, I wish that you were doing better because I think this is important. And I think it is up to what we do. And I think that what we do does matter and has outcomes. And he's like, this leftist infighting needs to, it's like, you're doing the leftist infighting. If you think the leftist infighting is the problem and not the fact that people keep showing up at the infighting with the wrong idea all over again, then we disagree on the infighting. Like, I think the infighting should be a problem. I think that the body does a lot of leftist infighting. You know, a fucking infection comes in and the T cells and the white cells go into overdrive. That's not the body needs to stop fighting itself. Fuck you. Some of that body is cancer sometimes. That's what I think. Sometimes if somebody shows up and goes, actually, it's cool when we call the cops on a drug addict, I don't think that person's a leftist yet. And if you say, hey, I don't think you're a leftist yet, and they're like, actually, I am, and I should be a part of this movement believing this way, and you should have a way of putting me under the tent, you're just a fucking Democrat. You're just Hillary at the second debate with Trump going, I think we can win all 50 states. I think the tent is big enough that we can get all 50 states. We can really be a Democratic Party that's pro-war and also anti-incarceration. Okay, that's cute. I remember my first fucking beer, too. It felt really great. But then you get a hangover after because you're like, oh shit, I had to mow the lawn today. Fuck, what was I doing to myself? Yeah, I think that there's a lot of unseriousness sometimes, but not in the sense of like people don't read their literature, but in the sense of like this is supposed to be a project where we recognize that we don't have enough power and we're trying to get more power. And so I agree with like the people that are like, go to the fucking gym. Like, if you have an able body, you should be at least taking your fucking dogs for a walk and shit so that you're not, like, wasting that resource. And I've realized that more and more in my recent years of, like, oh, shit, I should have been in better shape earlier. Like, my partner has a legit physical disability. It's not cool when I get tired early in a day because I don't feel like I have the excuse. Like, you know what I mean? I don't have something, like, wrong with my body. So I always feel called to, like, let me see where I can strengthen up here, you know? And I don't know. I think that's exciting. Like, I think it's the antidote to despair. Like, despair is, I am in a car, the car is going to crash, and I have no access to the steering wheel or the brake pedal. There's nothing I can do. I'm going to careen into this wall. And I think that people feel that way about the climate. Maybe justifiably, maybe, you know what I mean? Because some of the best examples, some of the brightest minds have decided that the thing that they need to be doing right now is getting onto the Capitol steps and literally setting their bodies on fire. That sounds pretty fucking bleak, you know? But then I also think that it's like, maybe you went into the sciences because you felt like a science degree was going to be your antidote to being poor and not having efficacy. And you feel like those are the same thing, you know, because you've been indoctrinated into capitalism in some extent. I do think that, like, the visible death of despair and hopelessness, it only does so much. You know what I mean? It would have been cooler if you light yourself on fire and you actually try to run in there and burn something that you think is part of the problem. I don't know. What do they say? Depression is anger turned inward. I think that plenty of scientists, by virtue of getting doctorate level degrees, by virtue of going, we can know that there's going to be bad things. We can know that there's going to be mass death. We don't know how we're going to feel about it or how determined we're going to feel through it until it actually arrives. And we can be building up that determination. We can be building up community the whole fucking time. And it's a good thing to do. It makes you feel good. Isn't that the ultimate case, too? That, like, if we are the fingertips of the universe, it's sensate organs that are also able to self-reflect, and we're about to kick ourselves out of the game because we fucked it up. At the very least, after realizing that you fuck it up, you should attempt to, oh, shit, I just got nuked. I forgot it was a void surge, and I was not on the ball. I got blocked by Baracus the Valis. I think the world will end eventually. I don't know if, I think Taoism is dope. I don't know if anything is the way, but, like, here's the thing. You know how the movie Mr. Right with Sam Rockwell and Anna Kendrick is about this hitman who his praxis is that if you hire a hitman, then you should be killed. So he doesn't actually kill hitmen. He only kills, he's a demand side economist. He kills the people that are out to hire hitmen to kill people because he's decided killing people is wrong. So if anytime somebody tries to hire him, he ices them out. It's a very funny movie. And it's very funny because he teaches Anna Kendrick to be a top flight hitman throughout their romantic comedy caper. She always felt like she was a little bit of the wild child. She thought that she could be the T-Rex. Like, that's what she wanted to be when she grew up, was a T-Rex. And so she just had that kind of, like, manic pixie dream girl mentality that a lot of movie heroines have. But in this case, the manic was actually, like, good for her because there's a date where he throws a knife at her face and she catches it effortlessly because, like, she does have the thing in her. And his whole point is Tao. Like, he doesn't say it as such, but he talks about how there is a rhythm of things And if you pay attention, you can feel where things are going to end up because you can see where they are and you can see the direction that they're moving. And if you relax and you listen and you pay attention, you'll know where you need to be and when and what you'll need to do in what moment. And if you can do that, then there's nothing you can't do. And so, like, there's like a whole box of condoms, like a whole display of condoms that gets knocked over at the pharmacy. And he moves, what's up, Dustin? He moves perfectly to like pick them all up before they hit the ground. And she's like, how did you do that? And he's like, I saw how they started to fall. So, like, I knew where they were going to be. And it's like magical. But that to me is like a great visual depiction of what I think Taoism is. I feel like Taoism is like there's a way of being that does not have to be overtly effortful. You don't have to necessarily be a try-hard. And it also doesn't mean that you're not trying. It doesn't mean that you've like given up, that you're despondent. You're there. You're the, what do they call it? The uncarved block, right? That like you're open and you're aware. You're malleable. You're teachable. You're awake. Yeah, happy Thursday. The movie's called Mr. Right. It was on Netflix, but then on Valentine's Day they took it off. Or after Valentine's Day they took it off, rather. A big bummer. Because it was a great movie. And also, anything with Sam Rockwell in it, I'll watch 3 or 4 times. I think he's one of the best actors alive right now. I think that, honestly, things that people thought that Tom Hanks had in terms of, like, watchability and likability in the 90s, I did not really fully fuck with and identify with until I saw Sam Rockwell, and then I was like, okay, I get how people feel about Tom Hanks. When I look at what Sam Rockwell does on screen, I root for that motherfucker every time, no matter what he's doing. Made it very problematic in like Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. And in Moon, heart-wrenching, right? Oh, Moon was so good. Love me some Sam Rockwell. So yeah, Mr. Right's a dope movie because it's about, to me it's about a Taoist assassin, and because he dances, he's always like doing little dance grooves, and that's how he dodges bullets and shit. Because he moves nice and quick, and he's also just calm. He like is confident all the time. There's one very funny scene where like they're pinned down and he's like, look, if any of you don't want to die in this fight that we're about to have, you guys can get up and go right now. I don't want to kill any of you. But also, like, I'll do it. He's like sitting there, like one person gets up and runs away and he's like, cool, man, good job on you. Good on you. And then he immediately like pulls off a trick shot and headshots somebody else. And he's like, I bet you wish you left, huh? It's not going well for you. But he's completely easygoing the whole time. Also, it's got the clean-shaven RZA in it. The RZA with no facial hair at all. As an assassin that for some reason they fucked him over and gave him an old-ass Elmer Fudd shotgun to try to kill this master assassin. And they develop a friendship throughout the movie. He's like, they sent you with this gun to kill me? He's like, I know, man, it's fucking bullshit. Like, but they're colleagues, you know? They're both like, man, why do we keep on getting hired to have to kill people? This does kind of suck. They don't care about us. They don't care about our safety. So it's also a movie about like workers versus bosses, which is great. It's fun. To the extent that a movie about assassins can have great politics. Great politics. Very fun movie. Ooh, I got up to season rank 84. So yeah, I think that like, I don't know. Life is sometimes really shitty. I think that honestly, if you think really hard about the climate future for a long enough time, I think you can start to feel as alienated and hopeless as anybody who's ever taken to a needle, you know, or to a pipe to try to figure out how to make the pain and make the suffering feeling, the feeling of like crushing hopelessness go away. And I think that a lot of times, like with the climate, at least it's a humanity-shaped problem. Like an addict is suffering like that, but maybe they're just suffering like that over like, they made a bad bet on a sports game and they were already on the brink of losing their house and now they're really out of it, you know? 1817, bro. Yes! That's good shit. That's a good feel. That's so much light. It's so much power, I guess, right? It's not like I don't know. They used to call it light level. They've really messed up, right? Because they had orbs of light and then the drifter came up and then they turned into orbs of power. Destiny seems very confused sometimes about the message that it's trying to tell. I think that it's a story about letting friends in strange places come together to fight bigger threats. Like, you know when, like, I think there was, like, a Ninja Turtles arc where they actually had to team up with Shredder because Krang was on some full bullshit Dimension X style, and they were like, no, this cannot stand. And Shredder was like, actually, I agree with you, man. We from our dimension, we need to We need to stand up for this shit. Oh, I can see why this is so hard. Because this dude's shooting these fucking void cannonry, and you have no cover on this platform. But if you step off the platform, you are getting cooked. So, I'm gonna go super. Kill a bunch of dudes. Kill a bunch of my bros. Kill them like Nick Coletti and Casey Frey. Trying to get some orbs with my bros. Consecrated. Consecrating that ass. That'd be kind of cool. Oh man, I gotta listen to Scaring the Hose so many more times this weekend though. I'm so glad that I waited until my partner was hearing it for the first time for me to hear it the first time. That was so much fun. Yeah, when you have no squad, you do fall off. I'm thinking Lost Boys clan or some shit, you know what I mean? Like, everybody who used to have a guild and they were super excited to, like, stack light for their guilds. But also, like, I don't give a fuck if you buy the expansion, if all you can do is, like, basic Cosmodrome, EDZ shit, whatever. Do patrols for the squad. I think it would be cool to kind of build, not to build a community like that, but to selfishly start a clan so I can get more shit from Soraya every week. It would all be selfish. I'd be very clear about this up front. I don't think yet that I'm poised to be one of those Twitch streamers that's like, yeah, man, I made fucking partner, and all I did was I started having people on my fire team. And then, you know, there were too many people for a fire team, and then I started helping people to do looking for games, LFGs. And I sort of became, you know, I'm doing this voice as though I'm, like, derisive of the concept, but it's really just that I'm jealous that people have the time and the effort to focus. What I've learned in these last 2 months is that I'm still not really cut out for this streaming life. Not really. Not cut out for the content creation as a full-time job life. Partly because I have a family, you know? Like, if I didn't have to cover a family health insurance plan, maybe. You know what I mean? If I didn't have a kid, maybe. Sure. But also, like, what would the point be? The whole reason that I got into streaming was that my kid wants to be a streamer at some point. She's about to turn 13. And so, like, since she was, like, 10, 11, I was like, let me figure this out. So I understand what it takes, and I understand what the threat model is for getting bullied or getting attacked or getting doxxed or whatever the fuck. Okay, cool. The team really kind of carried me on that. That's all good. I'm trying to give out commendation. I gotta go to the tower. I upgraded this Enigma. Thank you. Yeah, that's a great point. It's a very unnatural state. Because when I play Destiny by myself and the camera's on, the mic on, and it's like, oh shit, I have to like, I'm creating content now in real time. Like, here's the thing I just realized. Is my webcam even visible on the YouTube stream? No, I'm a fucking talking head. What's going on there? I had a webcam visible. I don't know where it went. Did I cover it up? No. Webcam. It's right there. Did I make it tiny? No. I feel like Bam Bam from Curb Your Enthusiasm. No! You know who it is! She's like my favorite. Catherine O'Hara, like queen shit every time. Everything she does is queen shit. Let me go to orbit before this shit starts. So I don't... Because when I start an activity in Destiny 2, I'm finishing the activity in Destiny 2. Yeah, you're hiding baskets. You're like, look, I'm just trying to talk to the screen right now. Does it really have to be this way? Do I have to like check my fucking sightlines to like record a random shitpost thought? Yeah, you do. Or you do it like me. You create a framing device where your face is always taking up 4/5 of the screen and it's hard to see what's going on behind you. That's all intentional. It's a video capture device, right? Calling it webcam again. Sometimes if you turn it off and turn it on again, especially after OBS, it says the name is already in use. Well, fuck you. I was about to do like Italian hands at it. Damn. HD web camera. It's not coming through in the clutch for me right now. It's not working out. It's a weird stream. It's like my voice only type stream right now. I gotta revamp some of this stuff. This is the kind of thing though that if I hadn't just hopped into the stream and just started on a TikTok live, I probably would have just said fuck it and not done anything. So it's probably for the best that I'm like at least I'm doing something on a Thursday night, because that's normally what I would do. Yeah, I think like mods are great. I feel bad like asking people at this point to help me with stuff, because not because I can't delegate, but because I still don't fully understand what it is that I'm delegating and the amount of labor and craft that is commensurate with time and attention needed. And I don't want to put work on somebody else that I don't understand how to do myself. Partly because it's also just an interest of mine. Like, I'm just legit interested in all of this shit. It's very fun when it's all clicking. I know how to fix the webcam too, like objectively, that I have to figure out. It's you. Fucking sugar roast my way down here. And it's always an unplug plug in again with this thing. Fucking Michael Finnegan ass webcam. It's Michael Finicky. The fact that I deleted the webcam and then I tried to add something called webcam and it was like, sorry, you need to rename this. That was my first sign that shit was fucky. That fuckery was afoot. Yep, there it is. Bingo, bango, bongo, Irving, motherfuckers. What y'all know about bingo, bango, bongo, Irving? And I didn't even have my visualizer up top. Let's get this visualizer crackle-laculating. Crack-laculord. I don't know if you heard about this, but fucking Sean Baby, yes, that Sean Baby, wrote an iOS app, like a phone app, called Calculords, to teach you math by doing hard math drills. There's various cards that you have. It's like a Pazak deck in Star Wars. Different numbers on them and shit, different operations. And then it shuffles the cards, and then you have to arrive at certain numbers by doing a series of sequential math operations. And then if you arrive at those numbers, the magnitude of the number determines the kind of attack that you deliver. Very, very cool. Very brainy type ass app. I've got so much shit here to manage. I've got a regnant pause right now. Gotta get this deep sight pattern out of here. We extracted some pattern progress. Oh, this pattern's extracted, bro. Imagine somebody at the gym, like, talking about somebody's Destiny 2 loadout. Bro, your patterns are looking fucking extracted. What's your regimen, dude? Your patterns are fucking extracted, bro. I created such a fun meme on Twitter today because somebody on the live stream this morning said, trim your beard, daddy. And then somebody else was like, I just wanted to say on the video about somebody who was, like, poking around in cadavers when her dad wasn't looking, I just wanted to say at least I saw your beauty and appreciated it today. Which felt like a neg, almost. You know what I mean? Like, at least I appreciate your beauty. Like, I needed to be told that my teeth are gorgeous and that they make people with, like, low-key furry tendencies go absolutely gaga all the time. I don't need to be taught this shit. So I immediately flipped into, like, full Findom mode. And I was just like, that's going to cost you. Because I'm not offended, but I'm irked. And if you want to un-irk me, that happens over at Venmo or Cash App or Ko-Fi, and I'm third person. Because sometimes you tell people, I'm really interested in making sure that my family's needs are met. And sometimes you tell people, I'm really interested in you knowing that you're a bad boy, and the way to fix it is to give me money right now. And then I posted on Twitter the meme with Idris Elba from The Office, and I, like, pasted over it with my own words. And I said, I am aware of the effect that I have on gay dudes with tech money. Which is true, and it's also funny to say. So I enjoyed saying that. It was very fun. It's a fun little moment of self-awareness and confidence. I also feel like the better that I am at performing, the confidence that I have in myself, I get feedback from more people like, hey, this really gives me life. This bolsters me in my life and the things that I need to do. So thank you for being so damn confident that it helps me to feel confident. And I think, cool. That sounds good. That gives me more encouragement to, like, step into that zone when it's not necessarily fully how I might want to, like, put myself out there. it's still really hard. Like as much as I know that like if you're black and you're good at stuff and you're confident, like on paper that really bothers people sometimes, and like so you should try to push back against it. You can know that intellectually, and then you can still be like, I don't wanna. It sounds scary and hard for me to like say, yeah, I know I did that well. Thank you for mentioning that. And also, I'm aware that I did a good job there. I'm aware that I'm making content in a viewer supported way without brand bags and finding ways to make ends sort of kind of meet in the process. And I know that puts me in rare air, and I feel very grateful for the continued support. And I feel very happy that I get to flex on occasion and not be viciously punished for my insolence in doing so. We're at 1801, but I don't want to fucking use this, but I can. So are we going to do it on the favor grievous? Favor grieves with the stat increase. I'm supposed to be like getting all of the fucking favors. That's what I'm working on right now, is like this goal of stack favor. So yeah, might be gone. It said reconnection successful. Didn't say I dropped by people, because it's been around for twice as long as it was supposed to be around, you know? Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I think the rasp in my voice comes from just a lifetime of smoking a shit ton of weed. And I haven't been recently, but it's still there. Like, I've done some permanent damage to my vocals. And I had jazz voice instructors in college and choir instructors before and after college. Because, you know, you have a good high school choir teacher. They never really stop being your voice coach or high school choir teacher. They're always checking up. Are you still making music? Like, when you're one of, like, their faves. I was a fave in high school. I was a little showboat. But yeah, the rasp is good. I think it's like, I feel like a little more like Nina Simone or some shit, you know? You can hear the life lived in my voice. And I think that's going to make it, for like an AI to copy it. I've thought about going on to that 11 Labs AI and like mimicking my voice with the AI just to see what happens. But I also feel like that's kind of like a one-way door. Like once you give your voiceover to a tool like that, you're kind of saying, hey, I sure hope that you honor this and don't sell it off or fuck it up or get it hacked or get it stolen, you know? And I don't necessarily, I don't know. I don't want to take that big step into the great unknown just yet, you know? I want to like give me some time to warm up to the idea that I might eventually like to let an AI talk for me. I think that the mission of that company is fascinating, and even if it's not what they end up doing, I think that it's an honorable, somebody figured out a really good thing to speak to, like even if it's all just bullshit. Sometimes I do. And I'm not third person because I like playing third person games. I'm third person because my original rap name was MC3PO, which stands for third person omniscient. I'm like a book nerd, and it's a good voice. Stephen King, you know, writes a lot of books in the third person omniscient voice, where like he can see inside of everybody's head, and if it's time to ascribe meaning to somebody's action, he knows what meaning to ascribe because it's up to him. I felt like that was a good pen name to take. I've called myself other things before when I was like in high school and like a younger rapper and stuff. But that's one that I really like doing. What is Danger Zone again? I didn't even read it. Oh fuck yeah, that's good. The highlight one is the one that I want right now. And I might even switch to this. Except it's Arc. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with Arc right now. None of these game types really privilege Arc. And I also hate that I'm seeing, I don't know if this is still a mechanic, but like when you get a fusion rifle and it has the charge time, is that affecting the impact still on the fusion rifle? Because it used to be that, hey, thank you, I'm really glad that you're enjoying the music. But yeah, it's not, it could be a queer term, right? Because like I use a they them pronoun, and I think that third person is definitely an overt reflection on that. That like I don't think I'm a guy person or a lady person. That's not really something I've concerned myself with. It's been definitely something that various times in my life I've been encouraged to step into, right? Like my dad like a lot of dads, very traditional about this is what it means to be a man. If you're going to be a man, you're going to be like this. And like trying to get past the toxic masculinity with it, but still you're like saying like this is how you be a man. And like it's not that I'm trying to dodge negative shit. Like I consider myself a male type person just because of my socialization and all that stuff. And I know that I'm definitely prone to all the ugly shit that guys are prone to. Being lazy, expecting like female presenting people to do more of the maintenance chore shaped work in a life. That's all stuff I've had to interrogate and push back against. But also like, hey, what's up, Margarita? I don't feel like a guy or a girl when I'm making music, which is when I feel most like myself. And when I'm in that like constant ecstasy of creation, there's not really any performance to how I'm feeling. It's just I'm me in that moment. And I don't know. Like for me, that's when I feel like gender's really fucking outdated. Like if I was like a producer, like time to be on my grown man shit and produce, I feel like that takes away options. You know what I mean? I feel like it shortens the list of things that I might go to. And it's not how I naturally carry myself or think. Oh my God, my arms don't match. Oh no. Look at this. Who fucking dressed this fucking person? What the fuck happened? What the fuck even happened over here? I don't want to have all this Queen's Favor shit on right now. I just wanted to have... Because I already have the favor on the helmet. Yeah, fuck this. My favor helmet's fine. I don't need all this other favor shit. I still didn't really understand, like, the last time I was doing this, what the favor meant. And so I was, like, kind of doing it wrongish. I think I had... What did I have on here? I had my fucking stand-asides. And then these numbers were pretty juiced. I don't like that the grenade is 59. Anytime you have something X9 on Destiny, it's like you had an opportunity to... Like 4 of those points, 9 of those points are not doing anything for you. So you try to get away from having 9s. But everything else is a 10103. So like, I'm sitting here like, if I masterwork any of these, and maybe I should, maybe that's the solution. I masterwork the Unyielding Favor helmet, and this is my helmet for the season. Resilience, recovery, intellect, and strength. Low mobility, low discipline. I can live with that. It's a melee-shaped season. Let's fucking do it. Let's masterwork the helmet. Boom. Oh, I don't have a shard. I need a shard. I'm supposed to get a shard. Does Rahul sell shards? Could I sell my soul for a shard to Rahul? I could. If I just had a little more glimmer. Well, let's get a little more glimmer. Fuck it. Yeah. Sounds good. I'm all out of prisms. Who gives a shit? Who cares? I don't. Not really. Oh, but I need more glimmer to spend. Everything costs. This is the actual time economy in the game right here. When you're trying to like masterwork your armor and build craft your shit. This is where it helps to play the game for 30 hours a week instead of for 3 hours a week. Because you end up with all these little resources that you don't know what they're for. And yeah, so what are we talking about? Guardians. Yeah, they're called Guardians, T. They congregate at the tower and fight the enemies of humanity. These are fucking guys that if you whack them, they come right back, T. Our conventional methods of power have no effect on these guys. And then fucking Polly Walnuts is over there, and it's like, you know what I'd do if I came back to life and I had a little robot that brought me back to life? I'd ghost him. You hear what I said? I said if a robot brought me back to life, I'd ghost him. It'd be kind of a fun little dream. Yeah, like, this is a game that I've put 17 or 1800 hours into at this point. I've put in a lot of time into this game at this point. This grenade launcher is so fucking beautiful. And I wish it wasn't. I think it's really funny that Haka is all about impact, and then they come out with a fucking pea shooter version of a grenade launcher. I would have thought they'd have something real blasty. But yeah, I think that, like, this is a great game to play with friends because it never feels that serious. Like, it's like Yeah, in order for there to be like, I think that adding the Sopranos to Destiny would make Destiny more grimdark. Like even at its most grimdark, Destiny has never really been able to embody the darkness. It's just never been their thing. But this grenade launcher is probably powerful, huh? 1803. I guess that does up my. It ups the light, and that means I could probably drop the tray. Yeah, 1814, babies. Not bad, my friends. Pretty good, actually, Mr. Larry David. What I love is that fucking NoHo Hank from Barry and the Orthodox Jewish cleaning lady from Curb Your Enthusiasm have the same comedic, like, implaceable accent. Like, if whether you're talking to Barry or whether you're talking to Larry, it's kind of is this voice. And I think that's kind of cute. Yeah, a show about the Battle of Seven Fronts would be cool. That might even be one where I watch like a shitty anime show. Like a shitty CGI anime that's not even like anime, but they're just like, we did computer graphics and voice acting. I might even, you know what I mean? Part of me is like, I'd watch that. Shit that lets me get into Shaxx and Saints lore. Like, I do think that the Titans get the coolest storylines in this game, like to the point that it's not even fair to the other classes. There's Titans, there's Warlocks, there's Hunters. Your Warlock is your, like, Warlock, here's the thing. I should actually, let me fucking get into my Warlock right now, actually. Like, actually, I'm gonna do this. Because the thing about a Warlock, and the reason that you invest time in a Warlock, is that when you get your Warlocks light up, and they're actually like really fucking game viable, then you find yourself in a scenario where you get to bust out these fucking stunt loadouts, and like usually in the game there will be one hunter class that is broken for PvP that everybody gravitates to. There will be one Titan class that's like a super good all-purpose class, and it's like viable in PvP and it kicks ass in PvE. Or you'll have one that like kicks ass in PvP and then with a small modification it's good in PvE. And then a Warlock every fucking season has 7 to 10 loadouts that are situationally perfect for very specific play types and situations. And that to me is like, there's the real draw to that, right? Like if you're playing RPGs, like I love to see the whole game. I want to see the whole thing that I bought. Because I bought this game, like, Destiny 2 is a free-to-play now, but it wasn't always. So when I bought it, I was like, shit, I'm paying money every year to get new expansions. I paid $60 up front. I think I paid $100 up front. I got the whole, like, Destiny Deluxe thing when it first dropped. Bought into the first year, the Red War, those expansions, played the shit out of it. And I played on all 3 classes then, and I still will. We're maxing the Warlock's power. The other cool thing about this game is that it does have the fucking API connection. So these like third-party tools let you go in and just go, hey, you know what? Let me just boop, 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 click around on a browser, and then I can move items from one character to the other without having to go to like the in-game vendors to do it. Ooh, I got stuff from leveling up a bunch of times that I gotta go find. My custom ornaments. I'm horny for Onis. That'd be a very funny thing to say. You shouldn't, but I did. I'm so horny for these Onis. Nobody says it. Why'd I say it twice? What about the Great British Baking Show and it's just about people smoking weed? Like they're just, welcome to the baking show. Today we won't cook much. I don't think we'll get off the couch at all. Alright. So I said earlier I was going to do a little beat craft, and I actually will. I wasn't lying about that. So let me go to the Helm so I can do some Helm shit on my Warlock, because that's a very, very easy thing to do. You get this, like, you get gear just for, like, running through a shit ton of bounties, and you get the bounties by doing these destination goals, and I don't even think I've gotten all the way through. They are baking, in a way. You know, and it would be very funny if somebody was like, just like the bakers on the show. They were like, yeah, I whacked this in the prover for 45 minutes, but I didn't expect it to be so fucking humid in the tent today. So all my calculations were wrong. I had this perfect all 3 rehearsals, a 9.5 every time. Solid brackets. I got 5 people on the Leave subreddit to quit. They quit leaves, you understand? They left leaves. You know what I gotta rewatch for real? The fucking Increasingly Poor Decisions of Todd Margaret, which is one of the funniest shows that I've ever seen in my fucking life. It's like the best send-up takedown of the ugly American archetype that you will ever see is the Increasingly Poor Decisions of Todd Margaret. And I'll stand by that. We're going to start not with drums today. We're going to start with a melody today. And we're going to play a melody into these 16 pads over here. In Machina, what instrument will I use? There's this shit called hybrid keys that's really like airy and chill. Not airy and chill, like airy and chill. I should really... there is... Anyways. Let's get one of these. So that makes that sound when you hit it, right? Double click, it loads it in. And then I can hold shift pad mode. That's kind of cool. So we like pick a tempo. I always start at 95 and then I move around from there because 95 is a great like middle tempo to like click around off of. I think that the metronome is like, I still can't figure out where the fucking metronome is on this because I hid so much shit. But one of these buttons activates a metronome or deactivates a metronome. Oh, there it is. It's shift play. I had it there. Okay, cool. So then I hit shift record. Sometimes it's the basic shit that really works. So these aren't all quantized exactly right, and that's fine, but I kind of also want to quantize them so that I'm not confused later when I play in a rhythm. We will turn that metronome off. I don't think it's even necessary anymore. So we've got something there, and it's still not exactly on the grid, but if you're watching over on YouTube, you can watch me like snapping this shit in for real. It's third person on YouTube, by the way. I'm also on Patreon, third person. Feel free to sign up for shout outs and behind the scenes shit and downloads of everything I've ever released and then some other stuff that I have not. Let's see. So if I hit play on this now. What's up, Sully? All right. So that's that. And then I'm still in record mode, so I'm going to turn that off so I don't accidentally play the wrong thing in. Now these keys, there might be something here that's good for a bass, but a lot of these hybrid keys are like just like very reverby like you just heard. And like there's not really bass stuff. So if I'm really curious about bass, I can go back here. I can go to sampled instruments. Rickenbacker's great. That's like built into Machine. Like when you buy it, this is one of the packs that came with it. It's extremely hefty. It takes up like 30 gigs on your computer, but it's tons and tons of like actually played bass samples, and it's very expressive, and you can get like fretted, like slidey, kind of like pick a fretted string or pick a muted string kind of vibe. I think that this Stax shit has some cool sounds. That big dog bass might be it right there. And so that's the wrong key, right? But if I hold down pad mode and then I tap this button up here, I can octave down a couple. So then we hit play on it again. So I think that if I just move these two notes that I played to the beginning of the phrase, and they were a C, so super easy. This is like a weird C. It's not weird, it's just a C mode that's not major or minor because of the accidental key. Some people I think might call it a harmonic minor, but if you follow Alan Van Wert on here, who's like a guitar god, studio rat type guy, he's got the same gripe that I do about minor keys. There's one fucking minor key. It's the relative to its major key. And it goes whole, half, whole, half, whole. That's just what minor is. Quit fucking around with harmonic minor. That's a whole different mode. There's no such thing. Anyways, if we hit play on this. I don't want it to be a whole step. I had it as a whole step, but I'm bringing these down so that it's a half step. So the bass is in that same like mode. Now some of these notes are a little too short, but if I move them out to be a full 16th note, that's not what I want either. So I unlock that down where I hit that number sign and turned off the number sign, which is really just its little sign for grid aware. We're not snapping to the grid. We're like free mode now. Everything I draw in is going to be where it is. And now this last bass hit on the 4 and then also on the 2, those bass hits were a little early. And I do not like early bass hits. I will grid snap the shit out of those because it can throw the whole fucking groove off. If anything, the bass can hit a little bit later because you're anticipating an on-grid kick drum, and then the kick fills the beginning of the sound, and then the bass like rounds it out. So now we have... And I think I want to like do the, I want to go down to the minor 7 there on the every other. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. That's what I'm feeling. So then we get to another thing, and then it's like, now we'll do drums. I have not really gotten into Fruity Loop Studio. One thing I'm hoping to be able to afford to do later on this summer or fall, after like various expenses and old bills that I've deprioritized or finally paid down when I'm gainfully employed and getting paid regularly again, is I do want to get a copy of Fruity Loop Studio for the computer. I have it on mobile, and I haven't really dug into the mobile interface that much because Koala is so fucking fast. Like, what Koala lets you do with sound design, too, I can come up with such a fucking distinctive beat in Koala so quick that it's disincentivized me from spending as much time with the Fruity Loops ecosystem as I should. It's just like in Destiny. I want to get good at all the things. I want to play with everything eventually. I want to have a Reaper year where I pretend that I don't have any of the things that I've bought and I want to spend no money, and I want to have a year where I just go, I'm not going to spend any money on my shit, but I'm going to use plugins that are free, and I'm going to use Reaper, which you can technically like use as freeware until you can afford it, and I want to make a beat that's worth $60 so I can pay for Reaper, and I want to do it with stuff that costs no money and make like a project about how I did that. Other people with more hustle than me would sell an ebook. You know, the second that they do, everybody's selling ebooks now. To me, it smells like a scam a little bit. Like, if you really were doing the thing that you're selling an ebook teaching people how to do, why is that not your job? Why is the teaching your job? But yeah, I think the thing of Fruity Loops is great. The thing with Machine is, if you're not interested in learning the specific hardware that comes with the software, I don't think Machine is really worth it. The thing that makes Machine really worth it is that the better you learn the hardware, the more fun of a tactile experience you have when you're fucking with Machine. I think that the best DAW currently that I know how to use is Ableton Live, which is also very, very expensive compared to the others, but holy shit. The stuff, like, if you get Ableton Live Suite, the stuff that's included in there, you literally don't really need anything else. They have such a good synth engine, they have such a good drum synthesis engine, their EQs. Yeah, Machine's MIDI device looks like this. This is the Mark 1. I also have a Mark II over in the satellite office, and I've got stickers all over this shit, and I've customized it, and that's why I can't always see where my shortcut keys are. But it's got 16... Machine's pads are known for how good they are. Like, they're really, really good, durable pads. MPC pads are great, too. But there's something, I don't know, there's something about the feel of these. They're, like, soft, rubbery, but they also, like... they're super responsive, like they're very velocity sensitive, so you can play expressive drum and hi-hat lines on them manually. Fruity Loops is great for like drawing things in. Like if you don't have a MIDI device, I don't know if there's a better app than Fruity Loops for like making banger beats, honestly. And I say that as somebody that doesn't even use it. But I do love my Ableton. And as I've used Ableton more and more, I've gotten better and better at things like automating the Ableton way. Machine's automation is really cool. Let me show you what automation looks like in Machine if you're watching on YouTube. So like, let's say that I play on a really big kick freak kit. Okay. Let me put on headphones so I can actually hear what the kick sounds like, because I don't trust the bass on these speakers that great. Oh, that's a fucking great kick. I'll be coming back to this kit. That snare sucks though. But it doesn't have to, right? Like in here I can go to sound, I can go to edit the sound for the snare freak. Not there, but, oh wait, yeah, here. Sound, main advanced, why am I in recording right now? Oh, because I said that. Sorry, let me go here. Oh, I see, because it's a synth snare. Oh, so it's all synthesized. So this snare comes, let's say OSC mode, punchy. How much punch? And then there's like this decay here. I can turn the decay down. And then it's very reverby because I think that there's reverb on the snare. Yep, we can turn the reverb off. It's kind of cool. Let's turn off the maximizer. Like I just want it to sound a little drier, so maybe turn the decay all the way off. Not enough. I can change the kind of snare too. A bit snare, so I can do a bit crushed snare sound. That's kind of nasty. Ugh. That double hit, because I kind of like that if the bass goes boom boom, and then maybe if the kick does a double hit there. I don't know, maybe that's character. I don't know. Oh yeah, but now I want to turn the snap back on. So this is like Fruity Loop style, just drawing things in on the grid. You're not actually clicking on buttons like it's a drum. Yeah, right? Yeah, Nightmare Rotation had a very distinct sound. You know where all those sounds came from in Nightmare Rotation? The drums were played in by, it was an AJ Hall drum loop, and I barely touched it up. I think I detuned it a little bit, and I might have, like, cut out a little bit of the high end on it, and then everything else was just sounds that my kid and I were making right out of our faces, which is, like, one of the coolest things. Let me see. Fuck. I don't think I have battery on this today. I charge this every like 4 days, and then it doesn't. Oh, but it does. Today it has 89% battery. Do I have Koala on this? Can I have Koala on this if I don't? Maybe the reason I don't have Koala on this is that I can't. That would suck. But let me just check real quick and see if I could. Because I could demonstrate these things very clearly on here. But my, the iPad that I typically would use for this, I took upstairs to play music for my partner the other day, because I was trying to play Scaring the Hose to scare somebody. Oh, can't connect to App Store. That's a delight. I'm being ironic. Can't connect. Retry. I don't think I have a Wi-Fi connection on this thing right now, so this is a rabbit hole now officially. I feel like I'm shaving a yak. It got disconnected from Wi-Fi again. Every house that I've been in since Chicago, I have had an issue on my Wi-Fi where exactly one device, which is always an iOS device that I am primarily in control of, struggles to stay on my network in a way that is very baffling, because it will forget the network and I will have to re-enter the password to get it back on the network. It's always one device. It's never more than one device. So the thing about Koala that's so great is, like, you can go into the sequencer and you can draw stuff in just like in Machine, and you can also do a whole lot of editing of sounds right in the app. and it's got some baked in like reverb and some baked in bit crushing and some baked in reoctaving and shit like that. Let's see if I can download it on this iOS version. Maybe not. Maybe so. Nope, not compatible with this device. That's the only reason it's not on there right now. Return to orbit because I was inactive. Fine, fuck you, I didn't need you anyway. Except I did, didn't I? I was supposed to go to Helm, wasn't I? And I don't think I went to Helm with my Warlock yet. I don't think I got my marching orders from the Helm. I did. Well, that's nicer. Did I just have an alarm go off on this thing? Oh, yeah. My partner's doing calendar events. Okay. All right. On the offensive. Awaken Queensguard. I have to go to the farm in the EDZ before I can even do any of the Defiance shit. Well, let's fly to the farm in the EDZ, and then let's go back to actually making the beat. That was a fun little dalliance. Hey, how's it going, Big Balls Send Help? That's a great username. So we're going to do tap boom, boo tap boom, boo tap boom, boo tap boom, boo tap boom. No, we know it's 16th that. Maybe we do a tap. And then we do the same on the 2, 3, tap. We just let it breathe and then go tap. So it feels very like claustrophobic maybe. Let's just make this a 2-bar phrase for the kick and hear how that loop goes. Try to retune the snare a little bit. Yeah, I usually like playing through it and hearing it before I play it. I think part of that comes from coding a lot of JavaScript, because a lot of times before you run some JavaScript code, you're kind of thinking like, okay, when is the document loading? At what exact moment do we have access to this thing that's on the document? And like, at what exact moment do we... Am I supposed to talk to Mara through a fucking hologram when she's standing right behind me? That's petty as fuck. Oh no, it's Devram. That's pretty cool. Now remember, this first sound I played in was like a for instance, and as a lead, it is fucking dominating the mix right now. So there's a part of me that's like, let me go back to this instrument selector. Let me go back into the hybrid keys where we had AM ballads that we started with. But then let's go and like pick a different one. Dev he's out. He's always out sniping. So he's only talking through hologram because he's like in the middle of war. Right now in the Lightfall campaign, the issue is that this guy, well, not really, they're not really gendered, but the witness shows up. The witness is speaking for the darkness, similar to how the speaker spoke for the traveler, but in a way that is much more possessive. The witness like identifies directly with the darkness and says like, I am the darkness, but technically the witness is like carrying the darkness, the strongest wielder of darkness. And in the lore of Destiny, the light is concerned with all things that are material, so like plant growth, terraforming type shit. Wherever the traveler has gone planet to planet, a whole bunch of like vegetation blooms. Like the traveler is why Mars turned into like this utopia with all these plants on it in certain places. But then the darkness is about like the spiritual or the immaterial and about moving between possible realities. And so the witness shows up and lays siege to humanity, which has been in the making for 2 years plus now. And there was all that Rasputin and Seraph shit that happened in the middle. But yeah, Devram, he's normally like at the church all the time, and I think if I went back to the EDZ, he'd still be at the church because of like video game magic. But I think that he's either, I don't think he's on the front lines here. Like that's the thing with the witness, is like the witness's forces are so powerful that most of the non-Guardian fighters have been completely relegated to the sidelines and sort of are feeling like kind of impotent. Like there's not much you can do against a paracausal aware being that is able to like snuff out the traveler's light potentially Spoiler alert, but yeah, it's called Lightfall for a fucking reason. So yeah, it's like Devrim's not just like doing his shite. Let's see here. Defiant Battleground EDZ. Let's go to the EDZ and actually see if he's there. That's important. Let's go to Trostland. Looks like he's there. I see his little badge. I haven't loaded into EDZ Trostland specifically in so long. Yeah, Devrim, he's still around, right? Like, here's a funny thing: is like I'm excited to get back into Destiny specifically because I haven't played for over a year, you know. And so I got back in. What is it? I think we're in the 6th week now of the season. I've been having a fucking ball. Like, there's days that I don't play because I just can't. Because, like, I'm a dad. I got stuff to do in my life, you know? But then I regret it. I'm like, oh, damn, I really wish I had, like, done a little more of my grind today. And I feel like, not a little kid. I never played this as a little kid. But I do feel like a little early 30s person again who, like, enjoys this shit. That's the thing is, like, I know that, like, I have infectious energy and stuff, which I think is a big part of why I have not really gone hard after any brand bags, even when I, like, objectively could have really used them in the last couple of months, because I feel like a moral hazard. I don't want to be the person that's like, hey, buy this product. Don't you see the joy on my face? Because I know I will actually produce the joy on my face. And then I feel terrible if the product ended up being dog shit. And I was like, don't blame me, guys. I just got paid to change your buying habits, but like literally blame me. If I'm an influencer and I influence you and your life gets materially worse, I don't like that. I like that my music is not going to make your life materially worse and that I can fucking stand by that. These disorienting grenades kick ass. You don't have to hit somebody to blind them. And then this is an exotic sidearm that you get that shoots like the fucking Drake tanks do. So you can, like, paint a target, look away, unload, and then watch this. I paint them, look away, and the shots still, like, arc over to them. Or if you stay on them, it does buku critical damage. And that's just a fun thing. So yeah, Devrim's still there. He's still giving you missions. He's still selling you shit. You can still pick up all of your planet-side stuff. And I'm pretty sure that all of this stuff is still open to you, even if you haven't bought the expansion. So, like, if all you want to do is run some weekly strikes, play some weekly Crucible, play a little Gambit, all of that stuff is available to you in the free game. And I know that people on Reddit like to complain a lot still. That's something that hasn't changed either. Like, in the Destiny subreddit, they're always complaining the game should have more levels in PvP. It should have more places in Gambit. Is this mode dead? Is that mode not dead? Yeah, pitching up fucking mouth farts. It's a huge life upgrade, right? Because, like, even if you never make beats, if you're just fuck around and make little soundboard shit, and you save it as this is my mouth fart soundboard, and then you make the coolest mouth fart soundboard that you thought of, and then here's the wild shit. When you're recording samples in Koala on that leftmost sample tab, you can tap where it says mic, and then you can change that to resample, and then if you play any sound that you've already recorded, you can hit record on a pad and record from the sound that's already playing. And the kicker is that you can add the in-app effects to that. So you can record your voice in Koala, then you can put reverb on your voice or put the robotifier on your voice. You can replay the robotified voice into a new pad. Then you can do like the bass enhancer, put that on your voice that's already been robotified, play that into a third pad, and then you can go into that pad, you can hit reverse on it, you can fuck with the filter to make it more high-end or low-end sounding, you could put a tiny grain of that on a loop to create a new synth sound that you never made before, and then you can go back into re-fucking sample, and you can sample that into something else. It's just endless. And it literally is sound design. Like the shit that like producers on Ableton spend a lot of time showing you, like, here's how you can record this sound into a new track and then combine that sound with this other sound. A lot of those things are just naively touchscreen possible in Koala in a way that like makes me eager to really figure out how to integrate Koala more with my computer producing setup. Because if I like was using the Koala sampling and resampling, and I was also having my Ableton input like coming out like from the phone output, I go into like a dongle because it's a fucking everything's lightning now. You go from the dongle into the 3.5 and then you go from there into your studio interface. I could potentially be like getting dope ass samples that I created on this touchscreen interface that I like a shit ton. But yeah, you do everything, all these things are on accident. Like, you make wild shit. And that sound that you hear in Nightmare Rotation, that's that boom, 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 like the main horn that you're basically hearing that like drives the melody, boom, boom. That was me taking myself going, just clearing my throat, and then running it through so much shit that it gained tonality, and then looping that into a synth. And like, it's all just resample magic. If I had recorded that, I would have made great content. One of these days I'm going to record myself, just screen record myself doing koala shit. I've been getting so many notifications and messages though that it's a stressor for me to like turn on do not disturb for 20 minutes and just try the shit. So let's see if we can get a different sound from this lead. Unmute. I kind of like that. I'm saving that one too. What's that called? Marvin at Montreux? The Montreux Jazz Festival. I think that's the reference. Yeah, these keys are really fucking dope keys. I'm sticking with Marvin. Now I'm gonna try to kill this servitor. Oh shit, no, is this tanks? Is this tanks? They didn't usually have this in the EDZ. This is new to me. Gotta drive the fallen away from weapons caches. Boom, 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 boom. I think the fourth time we should switch it up. Like, it should be a 4-bar phrase. And then the fourth time we change the melody up. That's pretty simple, but I'm also trying to kill this tank right now, so I'm you know. You knock the tank down and it drops these 3 balls. Then you take the charges over. You drop 2 in each of these stations. You have to drop the tank to its knees twice to get all of the stations opened up. If you can do that within a certain amount of time, then you unlock another stage to this event. And to help you, every time you unlock one of these stations, oh no, it's going to blast! It gives you a Scorch Cannon. These Scorch Cannons cook. That's why they call them Scorch Cannons. Pew, pew. Just roast everybody. Kill them dead real good. Oh, he blew me up. He took me out of my fucking super armor with that. I still got an achievement for doing things in the Cosmodrome somehow, even though I'm in the EDZ. That's a bugged quest. I'm going to stop this so it's not too repetitive. I really do need that fourth thing to do something different. So we got 3:21 on the clock. I don't think I'm going to be able to single-handedly take this event to Heroic. Usually 3 to 5 people are fucking with this at the same time. But if you shoot this thing in the knees... Oh, okay, maybe I will fuck this up, because I got an exotic primary. Right now, the meta in the game is sort of busted. Nobody likes how strong primary weapons are in the game right now. Justifiably. You used to be able to use a hand cannon, 2 shots on a red bar, bingo bango, you're all set. Now, you try to 2-shot a red bar in the new area that unlocks with Lightfall, and they're like, oh no, Guardian, remember how fun it was in the Red War when you had no powers? And it's like, yeah, I had no powers, that was plot significant. Right now it feels like I have no power. Sometimes it takes up to 4 hand cannon headshots to drop a single red bar. And that doesn't feel right to people. I think justifiably so. I think it's a real grievance that people have. So, if I open up all of these, and I might die, but I don't think I will. Come on, Warlock, you can make it. Last one. Then we might trigger a heroic event. I might be too late. It might have had to be before 2:45. Nope, I got it. Look at this, I can blow his kneecaps out so easy. Now this is interesting, because to make it heroic, now you have to kill 2 tanks. So when you get the tank on its knees, you can do critical damage right here and really fuck it up. God, this is a pushover. I think they really made everything easier everywhere that's not the new area to like compensate for how hard it is in the new area to get around. But the fact that they made everything easier in this area is not having the intended effect of like making people go, yay! It's making people go, this is how I should feel all the time. And it's hard for a game like this to sometimes decide if the power fantasy it wants to give you is a fantasy of growing your power, like Rocky and the Rocky 4 montage, or if it's supposed to be like a fantasy of like having ultimate power, like Rocky in Rocky 3 being able to get punched endlessly and still not lose any of his chin or gas for the round that he takes Clubber Lang out the second time. A lot of people downplay Rocky 3, but that movie fucking slapped. Rocky 4, I think, is the one that gets a lot of celebration because secretly we're all pretty jingoistically propagandized, and the Ivan Drago story, I think, is the first time that we learned to hate Vladimir Putin before we even realized that's what we were doing. That's my opinion. That's my hot take on Rocky 4. But also, Rocky 4 was great because it created anime stakes for a boxing match. Like, before Rocky 4, he was just like a boxer trying to win titles, but then all of a sudden it's like, this guy, he'll kill you to death, Rock. Mickey was always scared of somebody killing you to death, but with Ivan you felt like it was really possible. And then Rocky 5 was interesting, too, because that was like what Tommy Gunn and like the fucking street fight ethos. It was like, I don't care, I'm going to beat your ass in the street, because I got it, for my community. It's kind of fun. I don't think you'd have Creed if not for Rocky 5, honestly, so... all good. Somebody pointed out that ever since Coogler took the Disney bag, he doesn't get to make Ryan Coogler movies anymore. Like, he got kind of sucked into the Disney machine. And then it really sucks because all of the stans of the MCU are always saying, like, oh, this director, if they win a Best Director Oscar, they might have graduated to being considered for making a Marvel movie someday. And it's like, you've got it fucking backwards, guys. The pinnacle is not made a Marvel movie. The pinnacle is the Best Director Oscar. At that point, you should be able to write your own ticket in Hollywood. And not just, like, take the Disney bag from which there is no return. But everybody can do it how they want to do it. Not my fucking business. Double up. All right, let's see what we can do. So the second time through, boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, yeah, boop, 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 maybe, I don't know. Yeah, this works. And then we have boom, boom, that might be enough. Who's shooting me? Fuck you. You shooting me? You shooting me? Fuck you for shooting at me. Nah, that was weird. Boom, boom. I think that's what I want. I can't tell yet. Let me unsnap this. I wish that there was a mouse over, like a tooltip that gave me the hotkey for the things that I click on a lot, so I could click less. Or I could just look shit up. The machine culture is a little weird because it's a German programmed app, and a lot of the people who use it are deeply analytical, like autistic brain for their shit. So if you go onto the machine forums and you ask them how to do something that's in the manual, someone's going to tell you to read the manual every single time. But it's like you go on the forum because you're not a read the manual learner. You're a let me ask a human a question and get an answer learner. I think that would actually be a dope use for ChatGPT, to be able to feed it like a 900-page, literally the manual is 900 pages long, to be able to feed it a manual that's that long and then ask it a human question and have it give you the human answer without having to like condescend to you with the page from the manual reference. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, Rocky 2, when he actually beats Apollo, that's like one of the last movies that feels like it came out of like the 70s and 80s too. Like, Rocky 2 has like a patina on it. You know what I mean? It's got a real Musk set into it. I shouldn't even talk about Musk on the same calendar day that I was making a joke about foot guys who are also armpit guys, creating the need for the quick fire hip draw style of fighting in the Wild West. That was such a good joke. This is the thing. I do not like being on Elon Musk's Twitter, and I've allowed myself to do it because right now I feel like it's very foolhardy for me to shut off a social media avenue that I could potentially be posting on and reminding people I sell music on. Like, for the sake of my kid, I'm not going to be that proud. But the nice side effect from me not being that proud is that it's allowed me to return to this zone where Twitter lets me work out an idea on spec, and then I can see how it felt to have posted it. And when I look at it and get a certain feeling of like, oh, that's a fucking banger, that encourages me to go on TikTok and like emote my way through the words that I wrote that are good. I'm a writer first, really. Like, the performance shit is good. But my mom's been a lifelong writer. My dad has been a communicator and marketer his whole life, and also like a business-minded economy kind of guy. And so my quote-unquote pedigree is people who have really held high esteem, high performance shit, and have held me to high standards as a kid that I fucking hated and still kind of resent sometimes. But I don't resent them on the weeks when I absolutely need to make money by being a good writer on social media, and then I do it. So yeah, I think that tomorrow my partner has an appointment that she has to go to, and I'm going to be chilling with the kid at home. And I think that tomorrow I really might be able to hit a new level on one of these parody songs where I feel like I'm not a total asshole for putting something up new for release on Bandcamp. Trying not to oversaturate on Bandcamp. Like, I want I want the next thing that I do on Fragile Ones to really feel like a song is finished on Fragile Ones, and that's the next thing I want to say. What drives me a lot is that the next thing I want to talk about that's new on social media, I want to be a real thing. Boom, boom. Maybe this. That's better. Yeah, why not? Doesn't have to be perfect. What I also like about this public event is that everybody knows how to do this public event. Everybody. So even when I fall asleep at the wheel, we still go heroic, baby. Oh God, everybody's gun is a melt machine. I wonder if some of these people are like sub 1600 and they haven't really been playing the game that long. And I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes somebody else on your team is like, oh God, they're so powerful. And I wonder sometimes, am I that person for them? Let's see. I wanted to throw my Nova Bomb, but not yet. I'm waiting until they bring the tall boy in. The PBR, there he is. Guy's a joke. They were all fucking jokes. I'm an immortal fucking space wizard. You can't touch me. You can't fucking touch me. That bass is pretty cold. What's that called? The big dog bass? It's authoritative. The note hits and then it gets out of its own way. Taking that last note off. Maybe it's a 16th. That's what I want. I want a little pickup and it lightens so the velocity goes down on the last hit. Maybe even that comes a little early. Maybe it's too slow. What if I had a loop that was cool? What if there was a sound effect loop of blips? What the fuck is this? It's okay. Eh. It's a very housey. Some of these things are like very dance track shit. What is invert? It's not the worst. I think if I put a gate on this, which like suppresses sound below a certain level, that could be a really interesting move. Yeah. Threshold. It's too low. Let's go back to where it was. That might be cool. It's a little too... needs a little more juice. And I could really get saucy with this. We could throw in something like one of my sound toys. These shits are expensive. Let's put these in. They are expensive. They sound expensive. So I can do... this is like a delay machine. You can throw any number of shits on here. So if I go rhythmic inverse swing 16ths. Ugh! That's cold. Ugh! Fuck with the tune on this. So the thing I was saying about automation, watch how easy this is. You just draw it. Right? Let's do a little mission, a little patrol. Just this is one of those, you just like, go over here, Guardian, and you go, and they're like, good job. You went over here. Without these flavor of patrols, though, like, a lot of times you don't even, like, get to know the area that you're running around in. You don't find the little secrets that they hide in the newer areas. It's a very pew-pew beat. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. It's very funny. If I was on Neo Muna right now, I'd be getting toasted just for standing still for 2 seconds. I'll show you in a second. It's a whole different fucking experience. That third hit, I gotta automate it a little better though. Hang on. I think that works better. Oh, always hit the barrel. Did I do the thing? I think I did the thing. Yeah, I got to the thing. Let me go back out of here. Let me just run over. Run over to the tune. Head on over to the fucking tune, bruh. Alright, fucking alright, bruh. Alright. Well, well. So yeah, I got these Korg gadgets on here. Some of these are really nasty sounding, and I love them. This is fucking Montreal. Still octave down. Undo. Something like that. Fix velocities. Then we find a sound that's cool. First hit here was a little short. Notice that velocity here affects the timbre in a subtle way. Once you get above this certain mark, it gains a lot of treble. Maybe I don't want that. Yeah, you're back to it. Broken heart emoji for Lance. R.I.P. to the god, Lance Reddick. God. What a good run, though, right? Like, that's the thing is, like, people are like, he died too soon, but it's like, he also did so much. Like, he did so much, and he added so much to my life in such a short time, too, that it's like, I'm gonna miss him, but I'm not gonna be mad at him. It's how I feel about MF Doom, too. Like, there's just some people that show up and they bring it. And then it's like, even if they don't last that long, it's like, fine. What else do we have here? The legendary Dino. It's just a shit ton of, like, classic electric piano sounds in here. But we can get weird with it, too. We can go over here to, like, synthesize shit instead of sampled shit. When we get into the synths down here, get into, like, this fucking Montpellier, which is the mono poly. You can get some real nasty sounds in here. Ooh. Maybe. Hypertrichoid. I got a hypertrichoid. A dimensional hypertrichoid. Hypertrichoid. Hypotrichoid. Yeah. Hypotrichoid. Oh yeah, we're doing the light dance. We're gonna light level so fucking fast. Because we're just like, we're smurfing off the Titan right now. Look at that. Look how quick you take somebody that was like not even fucking grinding for light and get him up to power level 1800 just by giving him a gun and letting him unlock the season shit late. That's how you do it, ladies and gents, thadies and thents. I completed the From Zero. Let's fucking do the mission! Oi! Let's fucking do the mission! Here's a hot take for y'all who are watching on the stream today. I was thinking about that movie, The Whale, with Brendan Fraser again. Because somebody was saying as a joke today on Twitter, Wouldn't it be very funny if the Twitter search feature was broken? Because I've been looking around for people calling out fat phobia in John Wick 4 because of the Eric Adkins Killa character who wears a fat suit. Oh yeah, I was playing this on Legendary, wasn't I? It was real fucky. I was scared. I'm not going to do Legendary anymore. I'm just going to finish shit. I'll come back for Legendary on a second play for each character. I just don't have as much fun sweating through PvE solo content anymore. Really not since I played Halo 2 on Legendary. That was the last time I really, really enjoyed a Legendary solo experience. But I do want to beat Callus on Legendary at least one time before the season ends. This shit is fun as fuck, though. What if I had like a little vocal one shot I was fucking throwing in here, you know? Go to here, vocal, boo! And then we can go to sample-based vocal samples. Sauce. I don't know about the woof, but I like the woo. It's loud. That's just silly. I need it to be right here. And then we can actually tame this with a filter or two. Cuz filtering is just EQing. Turn it way down to like a 431 cutoff. Turn the resonance way down. That's brilliant. What if we did it a fucking second time? Just two naive filters. This one has higher resonance and a lower cutoff. Too low. So now we play with the resonance maybe, play with the cutoff maybe, I don't know. Turn the resonance up, turn the cutoff down a touch. We'll figure it out. That's cool, because that's like a feel more than a sound. It's like in there, but it's like behind. There's a bunch of vocals in here. Female. That's silly. Haha. Is that two bows? Don't need two bows. It'll be the second bow. Fucking detune the shit out of that. Fucking lo-fi it. Ah! Bring the tuning back up. Not bad. Oops. I need a new pad. plucked strings. Maybe, I don't know. Might be too busy. Should save this shit. We did a lot. Oops. I almost wrote B-A-U-O-W when it's clearly B-A-O-U-W. That's on me. Part of me is thinking like the second phrase, if we did it like this. I'm just trying to clock this timing right. Yeah. Only thing is the velocity is a little weird on those hits, so we're going to normalize the velocity a little bit more. And the overall mix on that's really heavy, so we're going to bring that down. Maybe we'll just pan it off to the side. Yeah, and then maybe these vocals go over here. Yeah. Yeah. I'm with your moms in the grown man mood, trying to leave her with the prolapse wound that's deeply out of pocket. Doing back shots in the photograph booth at the Fort Worth Zoo, getting weird like it's Austin. See me in the spot she don't want to introduce, saying, oh, that's whom, cause she treat me like an object. So damn rude getting used, but the Mucinex throat craft sues and she cheek it like a lozenge. I said she cheek it like a lozenge. I think I got a problem. Problem. Oof. Oof. You can still do individual shots with this thing too, but it's really built to like be a grip and rip. The new season exotics are very fun. They all have a lot of character, and there's a few of them that are really trying to do different shit than a gun that I've ever used before. And the best part is, because I missed all of the Witch Queen shit, I've been spending some time on my own going through the Witch Queen missions, solving those puzzles, getting to those exotics. So I'm getting new Stasis exotics, I'm getting new Strand exotics. New to me. It's new to me. This is a cool feeling, right? Like I'm playing this little shooter game and a beat's going on and I made the beat. It didn't exist before tonight. It's like the coolest fucking feeling in the world. I'm a savage beast that needs to soothe myself frequently. This is how I self-soothe. Oh, the critical damage on this thing is cooking him. It's cooking him. He had to retreat. Wizard, I think the other cool thing about the Warlock is the Titan is supposed to be the Punchington class. Like, you're supposed to be Professor Dick Punchington, but the Warlock has the strongest punch in the game now. And has for, like, over a year and a half. Now he steps forward. You're dead! You're already dead! Yeah. Hit some slow-mo Rumspringa over this shit. Crack open your mind's eye, recognize mine's the third one. I am the second father's first son. I am the crest beyond the reservoir that gets the water worked up. Bet your bottom dredger I'll emerge under earth, dog, rumble ready. Huddle heavy up in the lurch, perch, heckle, hustle. Pebble, rubble, peppers the shirt, grubby, muddy, messy. With sudden pressure lurk along, purple resin bubble. But he's never humble, the tall, dark sheep of the flock, cream of the crop. Bob, bleed to the knock, keeping it hot. Walk all seething and jot, seeping the clock till my dog bark, feet finna pop. Need a new sock like, oh darn, a ballpark cheap, but it's not. Bar no heat from the shop, sweet in the pot. My song's on repeat in your car, keep it in park, breathing the bars, don't reach for the aux, the beat finna drop, and it's 3. The beat's gonna drop, and it's me. Yeah, let's go. Crack open my pride might. It's high time to find light. Let it shine back like hindsight. Define hype, rewind track, supply rap till 5 mics. Refine that till it rhymes right. I might switch up the flows if I'm disposed. Ride my rhythmic roads, brick 'em in gold. Drive by whichever quotes we're hitting most. Folks, we're getting close. O's up in this bulb and the old chirp pendulum. Both edges are honed for pork, peppers, and toast. Orange juice expressed from the grove. According to some boring dudes, fresh full of coats. Balanced breakfast to go. And I'm a damn snack, effort for growth, veteran, craftmatic. Guess I'm a rap addict, best you should know a rock, and I'm that crack. See me nodding in your dad's van, Jesus, that's hot. Yeah, so don't reach for the aux, slap your own hand back like bad fan. If my spit is indicative of my sickness, then listen to what my visage is dripping. It's thick and viscous. And this omission's a symptom of every missive I've written, blending and mixing with influenza that's literal. This is not it's a syringe, a brimming full of little syllable critters with a mission to get at you. This rhythmic precision's indifferent to penicillin prescriptions. Surrender your system, let me stick you with the illness. Let me stick you with the illness. Talking about that illness, sicker than your average rap team. Not your typical spit, no it don't matter the vaccine. The illness will multiply what's inside of your mind when I bust a rhyme. Just a virus, an illness. The illness. These fucking turrets are the second most dangerous enemy in the game right now. For real. Turrets stay cooking people. They should call them Turroks. They are the Guardian Hunter. What do we got? Blood out. Let me finish him. Warlock style. It's game on, little chinny chins. Time to fall off, drops imminent. Got y'all medicine, locked y'all liniment. Crocstar giving you that raw penmanship. Dungeon drop, paw blowing hogwash hinges in. If you think a cop car's kindling and you're anti-Nazi, then you're not my nemesis. I've been blocking all lives bigoted. I do not give a shit. Y'all can stop listening. Hold up, lesson 1, do not engage. The fourth wall is not the facade that I'm trying to break. I'm behind a shade, shadow puppetry on display, but it's all a myth. Pepper sniff, I'm Mark Payne, oh snap, I left my kid on playing with false hope. Dark days could shock most, I bought poles and god dang it, let that ox go. It's not over, I'm joshing with you, 3 is a lot, that's all folks. Echo Bravo. Woo! I still can't believe my sensors. Could the radial mast really be a light artifact? There's still a great deal we don't know. What is the radial mast capable of? How will it affect the veil? And what is the witness planning? Good question. I think it might be planning a light fall. Boom, 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 boom. Where did I go? Supposed to go up here? I see what you're talking about here. Going into the taken part of the pyramid. Gotta shoot something. I gotta shoot stuff. Plant your flag and shoot some guys. Woo! This gun is fun. Sidearms and submachine guns have definitely risen. Submachine guns especially. Energy submachine guns might be the most meta weapon in either PvP or PvE in Destiny right now. It's my personal vibe. What was I saying at the very beginning of this stream? That it's not about wanting to ask for help. It's about deciding to do the behavior and waiting for the desire to come and trusting that it will. And honestly, that's how I feel about this stream tonight. Wasn't feeling it when I started, was frustrated and baffled by technical difficulties, feeling that perfectionist pull against doing the stream at all because I didn't get the audio right on the first attempt. Now I've got a new beat that I like a lot. This is definitely going on Instrumentals 1. That bow is so cool, the digitized. And then the whoop! And they won't be in every single version, right? Once you arrange this shit, add a couple more things, get a real full bowl going. I said full bowl, like I'm in a different part of the country than I'm actually in. Oh no! I gotta put the ball in the box! Put the fucking ball in the fucking box. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Ugh. Oh, a tormentor! This guy's weak as hell. You weak as hell, dog. This tormentor weak as hell, dog. You ain't got no sauce. I think I actually did buildcraft the Warlock so I could survive on Legendary. So now I'm having a laughable time. It's not a lot of challenge for me, but that's fine. Feel good, I feel powerful. Let me shoot some lights. Shoot you guys! I missed them all. Do you see that? I fucking Pulp Fiction that shit. The guy from Mad TV is like, how did you miss me? With all that nonsense. And pop me in the car after. Ooh, what's this? Can I shoot it? Can I shoot it? No, you can't. It's just here. It's just a thing. It's like a signal that you're supposed to go from spot to spot. You know what this shit reminds me of? Is in fucking Elden Ring. When you're in the like first grave of the Honored Knight or whatever. And it's got those little side rooms that you go into and there's the chariot about to fuck you up all the time. That's what it reminds me of. I said, that's what it reminds me of. More often than not, I walk in the spot with astonishing swagger. I'm wrapped in a garment establishing a popular fashion for cats with a father that's blacker, but the mama don't match them. I only rock them because mulattoes look awesome in jackets. It's a flawless advantage. These rappers dress for the job that they have, and I dress for the job that I want, so I smash them. I am not you. I am not from this planet. This is my costume. I'm like Clark in his glasses. It's metropolis status. The Cal elements of hip-hop. I'm in the thrift shop, not for the Mackle, but more for the racks that hold what shop is at Rogers abandoned. If I find what I'm after, I cop and I vanish. Understand how uncharted this land is? I'm defining the standard. Lazy artists try to rock it or smock with some Pampers. Baby toddlers and color matching or animal palettes can crawl on with their tantrums. My God, but I'm handsome. Yeah. No. What's happening here? Oh, there it is. Oops. Shoot, shoot, shot, shoot the beat, the pew, pew, shoot, shoot, ooh, the beat, ooh, the beat, Bird, chop. Yeah. The bat, Crack open these ores for large jewelry. I stay smoking these boards like charcuterie. That's a good line. I stay smoking these boards like charcuterie. That's pretty good. Stay smoking these boards like charcuterie. You better let me go on this lift. There it goes. I did make this. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I made this tonight. Like 20 minutes ago. I was still like tagging stuff on it very recently. It was a fun one. I like the little pew 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 pew. We gated it and then we put it on a dotted 16th Echo Boy delay. My plugin advice for people that like absolutely have to buy plugins is still like probably learn your DAW first. Learn what your existing thing that you have can and can't do. Because that's why the main thing costs so much money, is because it already includes a lot of stuff that like plugin manufacturers assume that you're using some shit like Reaper, that you don't have any tool that does that job, and they're trying to cover as much of the job as they can. But then some plugin manufacturers, they have a different philosophy, which is essentially just like, hey, how about you have a lot of fun with this plugin, and it makes your shit sound really cool and dope and fun. And that's what Sound Toys is about. They're like, let's do a lot of distinctive shit. So like their saturator is called Decapitator, and it's one of the best in class. Has a very distinctive sound. It's beautiful on vocals. It's beautiful on keys. It can make a lot of stuff sound like fatter and more present in the mix. And then they've got like this Echo Boy shit, which is really dope. They got this limiter called Devil Lock, which like does a really fun thing of like darkening the sound. Like it takes some brightness off of a mix, and you can do it in a really subtle way. And every time you load shit up on a Sound Toy, it always like starts maxed out, so you can really fucking hear the change that it's making to your sound straight up. And so then you're really just trying to dial it back and be a musician about it. But in the case of this, pew, 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 I sort of just let that be what it was. Oh god, it's gonna kill me. Before I take this thing to the spot it's supposed to go in, I'm gonna get blasted out of existence and have to restart. And then I'll have to catch Carmen San Diego. No. Okay, we got our healing on. Got my little void helper. Blast this guy. That's right, this void thing, it goes out and then it like vampires on somebody. It sucks their health back into you. Warlocks have such cool things they can do. Titans are all about, look at how hard I punched this thing. Warlocks are like, that's cute. I got these gloves that for 5 seconds after I punch somebody to death, my grenades are the size of a small sun. But it's cool about your punching, Titan. It's very cool. Warlocks can be DPS gods, they can be healers. They can be like chip away tactical turret placement machines. Warlock can really get in your ass. Oof. What did Vinny say? Vinny Paz once said, I'm like Mark David Chapman with a Salinger book. Stalk my enemy and let the fucking silencer cook. It's down in the book that these competitors ain't really ready. The way my 4-pound turned their stomach to spaghetti. It's like the Serengeti because it's hot here. Then he said some other shit. Spaghetti stomach is a good visual. Good violence bars. Oh, they can't even scratch the radial mast. Fellas, is it gay to scratch your radial mast? One parody I really wanted to do was to the tune of the old Christmas cantata song, which, if you've sung the cantata, you know what I'm talking about. But, like, it's the song, Mary, did you know? But it's, fellas, is it gay? Oh, no! This is why I don't like being a warlock, because very, 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 very often, I walk right the fuck off the stage. And then you try to do your double jump on the way down, and it's like, oh, did you want to stay in midair exactly at that height? A Titan gets you a little lift. You have to not walk off the edge in this game, and that is where I fail as a warlock. You just saw it for the first time, but not the last. So yeah, it's a fun beat. Let's make a new one. Right now I'm going to play a little bit and think about something. And then we'll make another beat. That worked out well, right? That really was just a matter of, I think we started with a melody, then we laid in a bass, and then we put in a kick and a snare. No even hi-hats on that yet. Not even a little 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and clap on it, which we could add on later. I'm in a zone right now where I'm sketching beats out, but I'm also giving myself the permission to not finish them every single one the second that I start it, because that's so intensive. And right now I really am in a zone that I'm trying to protect my energy so I don't burn all of my thinking on beat making things and then not have things left in the tank for the parody boring work. The boring parody shit is when you have to like lay down the bass line like in the original song, and so you have to listen to it like 20 times in a row. Make sure that you're playing it in right. And then you have to find the right instrument. It's not enough to get the notes right. It has to have the right tonality, like, or not, the right sonorousness, the right timbre. That's what I want to look for. The right timbre, the right attack, you know, that kind of shit. What's really hard is I'm working on this parody of Last Resort by Papa Roach called Fractal Sword, which some of you remember, and I've written all the words for it finally. I don't know if I mentioned that, but like 3 days ago I finished all the lyrics for Fractal Sword. And now the real hurdle is, can I find something that I already have in my music that sounds like a good electric guitar? Because I don't have an electric guitar in my house right now. I have an acoustic guitar. It's not exactly the same. I think if I find a good guitar sample instrument, I can probably fuck around and work with it. But, like, there aren't a lot of them on my phone right now. And I think what I could probably do, because I think I have, like, 25 credits on Splice left, is I could probably go and fuck around with Splice, go find something that sounds like a distorted electric enough, and then cook it up in Koala a little bit. Ooh, is that an exotic? Ooh, I got a new Nezarec Sin! That feels good. Can I shoot at you now? I can shoot at you now. That's what I was doing before. I came over, shot at the guy. Shot at him real good. When I lay this down, and I'm going to go and vampire him now with my little Void Helper, and then he'll like slowly sap his health until he puts his shields on again. Which I think I can get him 2/3 the way down. Did I just melt him? Cool. Oh yeah, but then there's more guys. That's how it works. More guys show up. More music, more music, more music. Might not put a, let's see. So if I was going to make a new beat, what would I do? Oh yeah, I got to go up and get in this circle. That's right. I'm going in the wrong direction. Haven't used my super in a minute. Now's a good time maybe to cook this whole platform. Don't you hit me. Don't you do your weird shit to me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that fucking evil on me, Ricky Bobby. What about, don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby, like it's Lynn Belcher. Oh, Bobby. Lynn Belcher saying, you can put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby, would be a good soundboard thing. Alright, so now I gotta go and get this ball again. It's spicier down here. They throw more enemies at you to, like, test whether you can manage the dual responsibility of moving and shooting. It's not the hardest thing in the world, because I'm not on Legendary. If I was doing this on Legendary, I would be probably dying in ways not walking off the stage. But this little jump here is, like, literally my fucking bane of a warlock's existence, because I will step on here, I'll grab the ball, and then I'll jump off wrong. What's cool with the shape of this level is they make you decide whether you're going to cut through the middle. Oop, see, I almost did it again. They can make you decide if you're going to, like, cut through the middle and jump through and basically be like a skeet shooting target for every enemy on the fucking map, or if you do it the right way and just run around the map and kill things one at a time. Which is telling you right now. If you want to protect your fucking health. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. I like when people say shit like it has an H at the end. Oh shit. This guy's fucking cooking my fucking balls. And some hot arrabbiata sauce. You know what I mean? Oh god. Oh my freaking gagach. What, I gotta kill this fucking guy over here now? This fucking lumbering taking centurion fuck. Nice. Okay. We're looking within. We get a little fucking strand as a warlock. Now what are we doing? We're destroying strands susceptible shields. We're gonna take down combatant elemental shields using my strand fucking powers. My powers of fucking perception. What is this? Blah 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 blah. So I get a needle storm, and then look, the needles, when they blow up, they turn into a fucking worms of God. See this shit? Look at this. Blow. They hit, they explode, and then there's the fucking little creatures. They call them threadlings. Shit, you never heard this shit in your life. It's amazing. Oh shit, I grappled. Let's needle storm the fucking radio mask. That's what it's called? They're telling me some shit about a radio mask. My partner and I have been rewatching some Trailer Park Boys because it's just a good time. We're in season 8, where Randy does not yet understand that Don and Donna are the same person. That he doesn't actually have a twin sister, Donna. And then Randy makes love to Donna every time he asks, like, Don questions about, like, why do you have a tramp stamp of a bullseye on your lower back? And he's like, oh, that's just, you know, it's concentric spiritual circles. I'm a very spiritual guy. It's very cute. It's very fun and silly. And I think season 8, it might be episode 4 or 5, is the one that Ricky famously freezes in his trailer, and then they're able to revive him by putting a joint in his mouth. There we go. I killed everybody, and then, like Goku in Dragon Ball Super, you get enervated at the end. Yo, what the fuck is this? I got no power, but this guy's still alive. Oh, shit. I got no fucking powers, and I gotta kill this fucking guy. Oh, my God. Oh, my fucking God. He says I can't escape fated oblivion and to embrace my fucking end. Look at this guy. I can't touch him. He's perfectly shielded. Callus has just dropped a new guy. Oh, wait, what is this? Find a way out. They did this in Shadowkeep too, right? Like, you went into Shadowkeep, you encounter the nightmare, you kill the dude, you're like, cool, I killed the boss. And then he comes back to life with full fucking strength. And it's just like, get out. Get out of here now, man. How do I find a way out? Do I have to shoot some lamps? No, I think I have to run. This is what I had to do. This is what, they don't make it very clear. But I'm pretty sure I have to, like, come over here. Yep. He blasts these things. Your recklessness will be the end of you one day, but not today. And then Keitel shows up. She's like the turncoat cabal that you're fighting with. And she blasts the shit out of your... she sends in basically an aerial strike on the shield generators. And then you only have a minute. They have more of these like Sparrow races than they had in any other season that I've seen before, and honestly it fucking slaps. Sometimes it's annoying when you make a mistake on the course, or like you don't understand how they want you to drive the Sparrow yet. And so you drive it wrong, you like take a turn too sharp, or you hit. Later on, I don't want to spoil too much, but there's stuff that has like boosters on the track. And if you boost wrong, like I fucked that up. So I fall, because there's like no walls, it's Rainbow Road status. Let's see, before I really engage with this again, let's play something new in, get a new idea started. Let's start with a loop, just for fun. Let's start with an organ loop. What is this going to sound like if we extend it to 4 bars? Cool. I might think about that again. I might not do that one. Maybe it's this one. That third bar chord, I don't like it. It's Doge shit to me. I'm loop shopping. It's kind of moody. It's not the worst. Still not my favorite. See if I can avoid dying this time where I did before. I think I've already made it further. Look at it. You can see she's like blasting these tanks in front of me before they can be a problem. And now that it says the Empresses, that's my friend. So she's there helping out. The first time I tried that, I tried to do it on foot. Let's try this. That's clearly like one of those. Maybe we keep that. Maybe there's something usable. Those horns might be able to go with it somehow. Playing the wrong damn thing over here. There's gotta be a snare, not a closed hat. What the fuck am I doing? What in the actual fuck are you doing? Cool, that's something. Here's the thing. With this sound, I think the loop, we could detune it significantly, and it would still hold on to some verve. What I need is like a utility here. I need like a... if I just had a gain knob, that would be super simple. But we could, I guess we could gate this. We could just change the threshold. Still not sure if this is the key, if this is the kick and snare combo that I like. But I got so many kits to choose. Just a fat saturator. This is a guitar effect processor. Maybe not. Throw a decapitator on the organ. Just fuck up the sound a little bit, change the tone up. this could work. Maybe. If there was something on here to control... What if I had a compressor on here and I changed the output gain on the compressor? It's not perfect. What I really need is an EQ. Turn the compressor off. No, I need them both. Too much. Let me fix it up. Oops. Wait for the next run around. I like that. The little shake. I still might want something on here that's like a loop of another. It's like loop varnish. Nah, fuck a loop. Let's get another fun one-shot in here. Something weird. Let's get a... I just need a... It's gonna go down like 5 half steps. Got some velocity problems. Pop some ice on this shit. No, hold up. Duplicate the pattern. Could arrange this one for a second. My thumb hurts. I fucked this up for Thanksgiving, and then it's never been the same. I was picking up a pot that was too heavy. Didn't go in and get it checked out. I should probably get somebody to go check it out. Ooh, look at all these fucking bounties. Probably leveling up again. Yeah, fuck it. There's that shard that I spent all my resources on like one level ago. If I had just been a little bit more patient. Oh well. Get them all again. Infiltrate the pyramid outpost in Defiant Battleground EDZ. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Let's fucking go in and do a fucking battleground, yeah? Alright? Alright. But first we're gonna arrange this shit. Make several scenes. Start from 0. Then we bring in our... Then over here we got this addition of... Sorry about that. So that was just the scene creation mode. And this is the actual song arrangement. So if we do 8 of these, and then once we get to 5, 6, 7, 8, just repeats the 8, 6 again. We're going to loop the whole track. And we're just going to do these in order. 1, followed by 2, followed by 3, followed by 4, followed by 5, then 6, and then we hit 5 and 6 again. And then it's varied enough that I can play to it for a minute, and then I'm going to go to bed. Oh shit. Let's go and fight some guys. Bad shot. That's right, I gotta hold the trigger down. That worked. Here they come. Do we miss somebody back here? We're all running back like, oh, we missed this guy. We're all like doofuses. Now it opens up. We already broke the line. We clearly got through. This dude's name is Horny. That's pretty cool. Good shit, good shit. This gun whips. This was worth the exotic quest. They're bringing back rotating exotic quests later, too. Like, later in the year, they're going to be like, yeah, you can go and play old exotic missions that you might have missed in previous years of the game, which are some of the best content that they've ever come up with. It's smart of them to create a rotating playlist of their greatest hits. I'm happy they're doing it. Boom! Kill everybody. We'll fucking kill everyone. Ha ha! Up, up, up. Up, 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 up. Up. Up, up, up. Up, up, up. Up, 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 up. Up. I fucked up my scenes. There we go. Down, down into the ascendant realm. You know what's nasty too? Is I can go in here and I can fucking put on Ozone 9 like it doesn't even matter in my mix. And I can maximize the fuck out of this shit and like add all sorts of cool all-purpose mastering. This one's called Beat Buddy. Ooh, Breath of Headroom. Cheers. It's gonna need a new kick. Oops. I will be there. I'll be there in a minute, guys. Shit. Nope, not as a warlock. Okay. One shots. Drums. Kick. I almost did it again. Almost, but didn't. I'm so far behind. That's fine. They can get all the kills and do their missions. I'll be there where it counts at the end. Oops. It's not the worst kick. Not in love with it. Not yet. I'll find something. Gotta pay attention to my warlock jumps, though. This part in particular sucks. Easy to die right here. I knew it. I knew it. There's lo-fi happening on every one of these kicks that I chose. Alright, let me work this boss. I'm so annoyed that I can't find the right kick yet. I can at least be a bullet sponge for them for a second. Ooh. Can't decide. Maybe. Maybe. Nah. Not the worst. What's on the group? Aha! Fixed it. It was more lo-fi than I thought. It was on the sound and it was on the group. Time to myrtleize some sucker MCs, I think. You get your coat, I guess I better go. Don't listen and you catch a coat, I guess I better go. And don't listen and you catch a cold, I guess I better go. Give me a tissue, cause they're whispering I'm the next to blow. Check your dose of a medicated legend, so crazy with the lexicon, I guess I need a Lexapro. So crazy with the lexicon, I guess I need a Lexapro. Lexapro. Where's my guys? There's my guy. Get here. Yeah, you're dead. You're immediately dead. Get off my block. Get off my block. You ain't familiar at all. To roll back your gap and let's roll with a long sack. Used to chill up on park benches. It's one of my favorite Busta Rhymes lyrics. Trespassing, nickel nine, shine on your eye, then you see fire blasting. Get off my premises. Hey Lord, is you a friend of his? Mr. Back to God and showed up who's the winner is. A presence of a small timer, diminishing blemishes. I'ma beat your ass out. Give my little second chances. Melt, 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 melt. Melt, 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 melt. Does this fucking guy have lacerating aura from dead cells in this motherfucker? It could happen to you. They like to say things awkwardly. No way, they's gotta be Day-Day's progeny. They gotta be Day-Day's progeny. I'm like a kayfabe prodigy. I like to say things nauseously. Cause I am so fucking sick of it. Free the prisoners, they're gonna revolt. I guess I feel like Steve with my thorium hope gloves. Thorium hope gloves. Steve with my thorium hope gloves. And I know they revolt, cause I forgot about the sin. Oh, void kills increase ability regen. There can be no other helmet. With this loadout, do I have another? Ah, of course I do. Because I've been playing this game a while. For a while. We have played this game for a while. Together, separately, in all sorts of ways. Oh shit, my friends are playing more Deep Rock Galactic. I have to start playing Deep Rock Galactic so I can play with my friends, you know? You're listening to a little beat that I wrote tonight, and I'm fucking vibing to it a little bit. I'm gonna go back to the last one I did so I can like remember that before I go to sleep. Bow. Put on the bow beat. We could arrange this shit too, couldn't we? Yes, we could. Yes, we could. First, let me put this iridescent coral shit on. Disgusting. This is just one scene, right? So we could fucking little 4-scene look. First scene just has, I don't know, 2 things in it. No bass, just the pattern, and then we bring the bass in, and then there's like all this shit that happens with no bass, and then there's these things that happen with bass, and then we have like another scene that's like everything. I don't fucking know, something like that. This shit's literally not rocket science. Oh, I'm supposed to be doing commendations. Oh fuck, I forgot about the fucking commendations. I forgot to commend my fucking fellow guardians. Now they're walking around with a fucking complex because they're not sure if I like what they did in the fucking fight or not. I was very not present in that. I was very much on the beat making. But like now, every time you're playing Destiny and like you have a blueberry like asleep at the wheel, you can just imagine like, oh shit, maybe this is a motherfucker that's like making a dope ass beat at this moment. Hard to tell. I really think this should be like scene 4, then scene 3, then scene 5. Like you push forward, then you pull back for a second, and then you go forward even more. And then, I don't know, fucking back to 2. And then back to 1. No. 5, 3, 2, 1. So it like, it breathes in and breathes out. Loop the whole shit. Oh, what do I got in the fucking post office? I forgot to pick something up and I was in the fucking post office. In the post of my fish. Probably higher light levels here. Yep. Oh yeah, we can ascend the scepter. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe one more battleground. Maybe one more battleground, yeah. Just for the fucking favors. Do I have anything that's still, yeah, unyielding favor? If I have at least one piece of gear, it means that I'm unlocking these favors throughout the course of the thing. It's a dynamic just for this season. And this is like how they try to entice you into playing the seasonal activities, right? Because they have these like custom strikes that are a little more relaxed. There's only like 1, maybe 2 darkness zones. I forgot to hit loop on this. No, I got selected it, but I forgot to hit loop. That was it. That works. It's a better loop. This one's fun. Cosmodrome Battleground is fun. That sniper got me. See what kind of team I got. We're not rezzing each other. Everybody's going for kills. They're like, I'm not going to lift you back up if you died to a sniper legionary. And that's probably for the best, honestly. I'm so CP. Yeah, Ice wasn't feeling it. Ice is out of here. Get the fuck out of here, Ice. Abolish you. Man, remember when Sean McElwee cared about abolish Ice before he, like, got bought into the party mechanic? And now he's like, it's really about, you know, what's possible. This sloganeering, you know, it's not really solving any problems. It's like, motherfucker, you sold abolish Ice t-shirts and shit. Say it with your chest, and then consistently say it. Maybe it's the autistic person in me. You know, me. Maybe it's the autism in me. But if you're like, if your whole shit is like, abolish Ice, and you realize it's harder than you thought, and maybe it's not gonna happen, that's fine. Like, still have that be part of your personality. Like, add it to your fucking arc. Don't change arcs. Actually, I make a lot of money for party operatives now, and so I'm the kind of strategist that doesn't really get to talk about things that are hard to do. Because you can't win on those. Nerd. Fuck, I'm dead! Put the fucking portal right here. A beautiful place to send little void monster out from. And then it sucks up all their health and kills them slowly even when I'm not shooting. The little black hole is doing God's work. Bep, 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 bep. I got you, dog. I got you, dog. They call me Michael because I got you, dog. They call me Vic because I got you, dog. They call me Michael Vic because I got you, dog. I'm like a centrist, because I'm not as bad. I call myself Michael Vick, because my dogs are sad. Oh. What's up, y'all? You having a good evening tonight? I appreciate y'all spending time with me this evening as I sort of fumble through some Destiny, sloppy personal vulnerability venting. I appreciate the tips that have shown up on my Cash App, my Ko-Fi, my Venmo, my PayPal. It's all third person. I've got a job that starts next week, and now it's like the worst of both worlds. I still have no money, and I have to do job stuff next week, and the week after that, and the week after that. Worried about the family budget, worried about my kid's bat mitzvah, not sure where the money's coming from. But I'm also a little sure, because I think I have some new stuff cooking up. And I think it's going to be good. And I think I'll be able to get it out onto Bandcamp on Saturday. I hope. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out tomorrow. I do know that I needed this today for sure. I needed some time to like shoot at the aliens. And go pew 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 pew. Just like the beat says. Pew 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 pew. Hey, stay still, you weirdo. Shuffling buster. I'm gonna finish you with a finisher. Pow. About to throw a Nova Bomb just in the middle of all this nonsense the second they all spawn in like ratata. Real Lady Grar Tartarg. Avast! That's fun. Watching everything blow up. Throw a grenade at that guy, he's done. That guy's finished. Yo, we just did like tandem finishers on those dudes. That was cool. I think what this really needs is a break from the core melody once or twice in the loop to mix that up. Because the melody is fun, it's punchy and stuff, but you don't want it to like ride through the entire arrangement. So we cut it here. And we cut it at the very beginning. That's the move. Oops, but then we need to duplicate this and run it twice. We could probably delete this off the end. No, that's actually kind of dope. Oops. Christ. Sweet Christ on a cracker. Sometimes Christ is the crackers you meet along the way. This thing does so much critical damage when you do the aim down sights and charge. Whoever it's locked onto gets ridiculous bonus crit damage. Oh, and now maybe I can just toss this out and waste him. Goodbye, Ogre. It was a lot of fun hanging with you. Oh god, you're such a tank. This is the Panzer Dragoon Ogre. There it is. There it is. There's the fucking guy. This fucking miscreant over here. This servile wizard. How about you servile... Never. Balefire. That's cold. Am I just repeating one scene now? I am. That's on me. It's kind of cold. That's like how you make beats. I call it, I mean, there's a lot of ways to do it, but the full boil is where you, like, add a bunch of sounds until you got, like, 6 to 10 different sounds that are playing on the beat, different loops, different durations. And then, once you've got everything sounding kind of good together, you can fuck around with turning parts of it on and off, creating individual scenes with parts that are turned on and off, and then, like, arranging them in a musical way. And then you get these things that occasionally happen as opposed to happening every loop. And then it's the occasionality that makes it sound musical and interesting to repeat. First thing you gotta do is kill these turrets. If you don't kill the turrets, you just have a terrible time. They drain you constantly. Pop one of these right here. We can hold them off from one of these rifts. Check the range on this shit. Ugh, hit him from here. I don't really have anything to hit an unstoppable with. Like, I can't stun it. You can't stun him with heavy. You need to have a certain type of weapon that, like, stuns him, and I don't have either of them right now. There's a trade-off where, like, if you have a special weapon, you don't have a type of weapon that stuns somebody. So if I use the unstoppable scout rifle thing, that would stop him. Or if I had a glaive right now, that could stop him with a certain perk, but I don't have the perk activated. So we're sitting here just dealing with this unstoppable like he's a full-ass boss enemy. Nobody has a strand ability to string him up. So we're really, like, we're gonna be in some kind of trouble when we get to the boss if nobody's got anything for an unstoppable. Part of me is like, should I be the bigger person and just, like, switch off to my scout on an energy? Staccato 46 is a scout rifle. We look at what I have. Do I have unstoppable scout rifle? I do. So, like, since I changed my weapon, now the next time we run into one of those unstoppables, rather than having this grenade launcher, which honestly I'm not fucking using because this primary kicks ass. Oh, this is a perfect time to do one of these right in the middle of the room. There's 5 orbs of power created. Good orbs, too. There's good hearty orbs on that. That's good orb meat. What you want to get a hunk with the orb meat right on it. Get you a hunk with the orb meat on it. With orb meat in it. Get you a hunk with the orb meat in it. Overload taken requires auto rifle or submachine gun to stun. Don't have either of those. Pop a rift. Play it slow. Just try to cook him with heavy. Cook him with this vampirism. Gotta melt those champions down. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, throw a little punch out at that guy. Just one guy, one punch. Oops, I'm gonna die. I'm right in between all the things. I'm dying. I'm fucking dying. I'm feeling Mr. Orange. I'm fucking dying. I'm fucking dying. What I like about Tim Roth is, like, he played a lot of great sympathetic characters. I don't even remember the name of the movie. I think it's Resurrection, actually. I think Resurrection's the name of the movie. A horror movie that he's in, which is really about the mechanics of abuse and how it destroys your mind. And, like, he plays one of just the slimiest, over-the-top, creepy horror villains that I've ever seen. I won't spoil it, because it's like, it really is a movie up to your own interpretation, and I don't want to tell you mine before you see it, but, like, it's fucked up. He plays a real fucked up dude. I feel like part of him was like, you know, in Lie to Me Season 2, when I got waterboarded by that guy that would kill people and then bring them back to life to kill them again, that was pretty fucked up. And I always thought, what if I could play somebody on the other end of that dynamic? That would be fun. And then he gets to. It's really cool. Good movie. Not everybody likes the one with Alana from Broad City. And she was playing an expectant mother that Pierce Brosnan at a fertility clinic was lying to and gaslighting constantly, and so, like, she was losing agency over her own pregnancy because of the influence of her husband and the doctors. And it reminded me kind of Resurrection, because, like, they both involve main characters who, through the virtue of how much abuse they're going through, become sort of unreliable narrators of their own story. Because, like, you're not sure how broken their mind was from all of the trauma and shit that they went through. And it creates really kind of cool, fucked up storytelling dynamics. And really artful choices about how the shit should end. Look at me just dying here. Just walking off the edge. Oh, can I pop back up? Can I pop back up? Maybe right here? And I pop back up. And I save my guy. Don't worry, I'll help. I'm a warlock. Warlock can make this jump. Titan can't make this jump, but a warlock can. Fuck you. Whatever, you fucking wizard. You fucking hell screech. That's a fun beat. Let's go play the Ashabash beat from earlier. Let's end on the happy note that we started on. This beat's silly. Oh fuck, I almost died again. Oof. Forgot how squishy wizards are. Warlocks, I mean. I'm in the rift getting cooked. Oh, because it's void. It's all void strength. I think the one close to me was voiding me. Or maybe it was the sniper back there? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's all solar that's killing me. Wouldn't put it past myself. What about ADHD Tupac? He's like, I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, did I lock my keys in my car? Wouldn't put it past myself. It's like a Paul Barman delivery, just hurrying to the end. My keys are missing. Did I put them up on the pantry shelf? I have ADHD. I wouldn't put it past myself. Got some shots in. Ooh! Almost blew myself up with that short-range grenade. It's one of them don't die zones. Melt this motherfucker. He's gonna send us into the mind zone now. He's like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm sending you into the mind zone. That's right. First, we gotta consecrate this motherfucker. This glocka glocka. Oh, oh, oh. Oh shit, I'm dead. Yep. I'm just getting zipped by that guy all the time. 2 sniper shots and I'm dead. And I'm fucking dead. It's a fun beat. A fun sketch anyway. Put on the slug meat beat again. Well, that's the unstoppable. I was waiting for that moment, but then I didn't have my scout rifle out. I was gonna help. I was gonna be helpful for that guy. But I'm just out here corpsing it up. Just sitting out here dead. I'm being way super fucking dead with this guy. Oh shit. Watch me shut his ass down. I'm gonna shut his fucking ass down. Damn it, I'm dead again. I didn't get back into the little, the fucking dome. Electrified slug meat. Whew. Oh, they're doing the fun super without me. It's still loud. Turning that down even more. That's better. Got him. Unstoppable shot at him. You just have to look down sight with him for a minute. That's the secret. Scout rifles still kind of slap. I mean, the energy ones at least. I don't know about the kinetic ones. I think high impact is still viable no matter what. Or is it the rapid fire ones? I don't know. I haven't fucked with rapid fire scout rifles a lot. I don't like the viced ones at all. They don't feel good. I don't like the sight on it. Boom! Ate about his health, half his health. I have to go to Fuckletown in a minute. Won't you take me to Fuckletown? Ugh. Just put a body right outside the dome. Please don't send me to Fuckletown. I don't want to go to Fuckletown. Oh no. He sent us to Fuckletown. I'm not even supposed to be here today. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Look at all these guys. Oh shit, oh shit. Look at all these guys. Look at all these fucking guys. Oh shit, oh shit, oh fucking shit. Oh fuck, oh shit. Look at these fucking guys. Oh shit. Alright. There's those guys. There they go. Bye, guys. My man talking about bye, guys. Alright. Boom! Oops, overshot. Didn't overshoot. Thought I was gonna positive that I would. Oh, maybe we arc it back. Yeah, we're still here. We in this. Somehow I'm getting sniped to death. Yep, sure. I'll just let him shoot me in the chest 5 times in a row, like without caring. It's because I don't have sound on, so I can't hear when I'm losing my health. It's fine. It's fucking fine. Oh, God. You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you for knocking me off. Throw that super at the last possible. My attitude's like, I don't even want to stream tonight, and then I stream for 4 hours. It's not about what you want to do, it's about what you end up doing. I really believe that. Motion creates emotion, right? That's what they told you in retail hell. When you apply it to your own life, it kind of slaps. When you're doing motion for the sake of a manager's emotions, that's not fun. That's no good. No one needs that in their life. Mr. T would always say, get the fuck out of here with that mess. He wouldn't say that, but what if he did? Now we're back in it. Balefire. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Reload. Needed to reload my gun, Pilgrim. Alright, bring those fucky wizards in here in 2, 1, 0. Pop them in. Where'd they go? Where are my wizards at? Are there knights? They're taking the knights. Knights. Oh shit, that's an unstoppable. I can help. I can help. I stunned you. Now you're taking damage like a normal guy. Now you're taking damage like a regular butter bar. A regular butter bar. Do you smell the taste? You're about to find yourself erased. Yeah. Delft Pottery Jam. Yeah. Delft Pottery Jam. Delft Pottery Jam. Ooh. Did I volatile all of them? I think I did. Got a lot of orbs. Got a lot of arbs after that. I'm thinking Arby's. I'm thinking Orbeez. You ran out of your own shield. That man got overzealous. That alien got Zalist. Alright. Oh, did I die? Nope, and I threw it. I threw it perfectly. Just at the last second there. The other one didn't even run back with his fucking essence. Man. Take cover the next season. You get upstaged by a brother like Ren Stevens. You get upstaged by the brother like Ren Stevens. What? Drain that man's health. Ruin his face with energy. A great Caesar the Ghost. More Prodigal Return. I think I got the pattern now off this shit. I'm pretty sure I've done this 3 times. Alright, y'all. This was a good evening. Oh shit, commendations. I'm not going to forget it this time. I'm going to give you Joybringer. What did I do? How'd I do? Did I get the worst of the kills? No, I didn't. I actually got a bunch of kills, and I also created orbs like somebody who knows what they're doing. That feels good. This gun's so silly. Have a good evening, y'all. Thanks for watching. And that goes for you double YouTube, if anybody's still around. 07.